Sorry.
Jesse, I didn't know you were on.
It was very soft. It was a very soft, like, hello to us.
Oh, well,
It's nice. Your voice is nice.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
You nerd.
Nice voice.
Nice voice.
Nice voice.
What did I miss out on? I heard there was drama.
So much drama.
No.
Or I'm
Drama.
insinuating there might be drama because I want to start some because I'm a messy bitch.
No drama. We're just talking about all the Les Paul art that people keep submitting to me, which has
That
been
was super
crazy.
awesome.
That's
All
all
right.
just me, Kevin.
There's
What?
been a lot of hentai. I'm actually like...
That's all me.
And there's been
That
this
would make sense
debate
though for Les.
how hard Les
Tentacles,
hangs.
sea creatures.
Less book porn, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
I've
fair.
got a piece in the works that's just Les and Leaf comparing dick sizes.
Full fishy.
Les just looking really sad with his toga
Yeah.
half out.
It's like a shark versus a goldfish.
Oh,
Let's
no.
And on that
Turtle with a
bombshell, let's go ahead and dive
Coincidentally,
in.
they both look like a shark and a goldfish.
Wait, are we seriously
We
live?
are live.
Oh yeah, we're live.
We just had this conversation.
Oh yeah, we've been live for like a while.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so diving in from where we picked up last time. So, with the assistance of Les, Allura climbing to the top of the mountain, joining the rest of the party, you find yourselves finally at the entrance to the Star Mount Caves. The ability to enter into the caves is one of your first real exploration missions in quite some time. You've had your times in Secomber, you've had the deal struck where you were able to make your way there rather quickly, and then some assorted possible deeds requiring completion in order to atone for that. But for the time being, taking a little bit of time and exploring the High Forest and trying to figure out exactly what is going on with this stolen book from Amelior Amanitas, see if there's anything that you can find out there, and eventually making your way to the Star Mounts and soon to be onto the Grandfather Tree after doing a little bit of exploration. So with that, we're going to go and jump to roll 20.
Woo!
Cool.
Oh shit! It's getting real.
Oh yeah,
Starmount Caves.
Starmount Caves, yeah.
Starmount Caves.
Can I volunteer Jesse S to move my character on roll 20?
Yeah, I got you.
Let's
Volunteers tribute.
remember.
No,
Let's make
we're
sure
not
that we
doing those jokes anymore. What?
characters and all that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I did. I'm sorry. Are we in 2012? I just blanked for a second.
What?
Oh my
Hunger
God,
Games jokes are still
Are
cool.
we back? Can I change everything?
Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay, I tried.
So, Jordy, are we in... We're still outside the cave?
You're still outside. You're kind of just at the
Cave room?
entrance to the caves, and you can look a little bit farther ahead, and you can start to see inside a little bit, seeing the dark gray stone walls and the relatively uneven surface on the ground. It's a little bit on the jagged side.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Elise and just say, Elise, I got an idea for how we can get Allura up here.
Oh, she's already there.
I'm already.
It's up
Yeah,
there?
she's already here.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, she was able to get up using less kind of tying her
climbing
off
gear?
and then bringing her up.
God damn it, that was what I was gonna suggest.
I beat you to it. It's a good idea, though.
Kind of turn around and go, oh shit, no, she's here. That's what I get for taking a piss.
I'm super sneaky, Leaf.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I just took care of it. Sped things up a bit.
All right.
So, who wants to lead in here? I'm not gonna act like I'm great at seeing in the dark, so, that's fair.
Hey, Jordy, with my 60 feet dark vision, can I see further into the cave than is currently shown?
Nope. Actually, the current depth is actually how far Elith can see into the cave.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Nice.
Elise literally stalks the gloom.
Yeah.
So let her stalk the gloom.
So that's about the extent that you can see. Elith, you kind of looking inside a little bit. The Grey Walk rolls fairly smooth on all sides. The floor is uneven, jagged, takes a bit of care to step through, but doesn't impede your movement. And you kind of like listening with your high passive, you and the doctor would both hear very far inside a fairly distant, not splashing, but dropping of water.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Jordy, I'm gonna light up one of the bullseye lanterns that I have.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we've got a little flashlight going.
Sounds good.
Make it like PT.
It's behind us the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy enough to do. Yeah, so the bullseye lantern lights up, and you've got a really dedicated, strong beam. I believe it's either a 60-foot or 120-foot range.
I believe it's 120, but I'm going to double check just to be safe.
Check it right now.
I have a torch.
We have those too.
Probably gonna stand mid-pack here.
Bullseye lantern, 60-foot cone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good too.
And dim
That's
light
pretty
for an
nice.
additional 60 feet. Yep, so it's 120
Oh,
feet.
that's fun.
Now,
Ooh, I have pythons. That's cool.
this bullseye lantern, like, could I like tie it to my forehead in some way?
Do you want another one? Because I have two.
Like how flammable are these things? Like, I get there's like a flame going in it, right? So is it
Probably
like,
reasonably,
yeah,
but
so
that's never
it's a
stopped the party
flame.
before.
With a really specific eye lens that you
Yeah.
can close to then have it be a dedicated beam of light.
okay,
So it's
Cool.
something that, given your size, you could theoretically like strap it to your chest.
GoPro mount style.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, kind of.
Hardcore Harry
Vintage
style.
GoPro light.
You know what? I'll let maybe Rick or someone carry this. That was sort of an idea. I'll put it to my head. Fuck, it's hot. Never mind.
It is a little on the warm side.
Yeah.
I would be having like my rapier out and at the ready, and then a torch in my hand that carries the. I always say that I have the rapier in my left hand. Apparently, Allura is left-handed. I just discovered that.
You're just
It
ambidextrous.
You know, that would track for someone with like a
Probably more
super
likely.
high.
Yeah.
That's probably more likely. But yeah, so she's got a torch, a lit torch in her hand that has the crossbow on it, and then her rapier out at the ready.
Sounds good. All right, so everybody preparing up. Can we go ahead and get a marching order for everybody stepping inside?
I'll be at the front with Elite, probably. I was gonna say.
The cave is wide enough so you guys can just kind of orient yourselves however you feel like you would be entering
Okay.
into the cave.
Can we go Red Rover style? Just everyone's wide. Just line things as we go.
I mean, I'll carry up behind Elith and Allura because I got good at thinking about and finding things skill.
Yeah, you two are definitely the most silent out of all of us.
Yeah. May I take up the tail of the party? I've got pretty decent dark sight and just pretty strong with my great sword.
Pretty strong. Just just gonna put that in there. Just pretty strong.
Yeah, pretty strong. Pretty strong.
Good.
I did hear Hope doing 1,000 bicep curls as I was walking in. It was pretty cool.
All right. So starting to take your steps inside, you start to see that the cave opens up pretty substantially.
Jordy, we've got some hands.
Oh, sorry.
Hands.
I have a couple things. One, does the cave count as Underdark?
No,
Or, like-
it does not.
Fuck.
Cave counts as mountain.
Can my favorite terrain just be like underground? It has to be Underdark. That's so dumb.
Ooh,
Okay, fine. Two, if we have lights going, is that going to impact our stealth ability? I'm guessing it is.
Yes, there is no light coming, at least as far as you can tell currently from within the cave. So effectively, you can still be stealthy in terms of sound, but in terms of light, very little.
Okay, my quick proposal to the party. I know we've kind of spent some time getting torches ready and all that, but I could just light up my my globes, and then they can obviously also be extinguished at a moment's notice if we kind of hear anything or if there's anything coming from.
I think that's all right, as long as we can see where we're going in the dimmest fashion, because we don't want to look.
Yeah.
Scary's in this cave. We don't
That's a
want
good
them
call,
to
Elise.
see behind a column.
Elise, do you want to hold my torch? I realize I probably shouldn't have a torch.
I mean, I can cast light pretty easily. I was actually just gonna hold Hope's hand through this. I'm not really great at so if we need to cut, I don't want to stumble into anything, if that's okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be I'll careful. extinguish my torch.
And
I'll bring up my lights. And I just wanted to also do primeval awareness and see if for 1 mile around us, if there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Everything, basically.
Sorry, what
Like
is this?
anybody.
Elemental awareness? What is it?
Is
Primeval
there anything
awareness?
around us at all?
Okay, hang on.
Primeval.
And sorry, Kaylee, just wondering, is that a mile? Like, I'm guessing it's like a mile,
A mile.
like a mile in front, like a mile down too.
You can use your action and expend 1 ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of the spell, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you. Doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
Roll where it doesn't take up one of my spell slots.
Okay. The creature's location or number.
I don't get that information. No,
Correct.
it's only
Whether the following types of creatures. Okay.
Just like the
You
Bilbo
would
sword. It's
sense-
like, globe.
Okay. You would sense. Jesus. There are
Oh no, this is gonna. I don't need to ask my question then if this is the case.
elementals, fiends, fae,
Jesus.
and I think that's it. I'm just double checking. Elemental, fiends, and fae for sure. I don't think there's any aberrations. Double checking.
Be on your guard. There are fouler things.
Correct. There are no aberrations. So yeah. So elemental, fae, and fiends.
Okay.
all right. I'll relay that information to the party as
Wait, what the fuck?
Now, granted as well, 1 mile. So it's a
I know.
huge radius.
out in the forest, it might not be in these caves, but it's a good note to be careful.
Okay.
And I'll also pass the trace before we do anything else.
Actually, hang on. I'm double checking something.
Also a Balrog.
That's
I
a
feel like that
fiend,
would be an
right?
aberration.
Drums in the deep. What?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, there are also undead.
God damn it.
So
Leaf, it's your time to shine
Jesus
once more.
Christ. So yeah, so we've got elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay. And yeah, pass without trace is
Cool. I think I was next. I would like to just do a quick investigation around the mouth of the cave to make sure that there's no like detection traps, anything that will give us away and or hurt us.
Something that'll give us up, you might say? That might let us down?
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, I don't want anything to let down.
Do you want some help looking for tracks or any signs of anything?
Yeah, I would really appreciate help, Elif. I think just if there's any sort of protection at the mouth of this cave, I think it's important that we look for it.
Sure. And maybe to see if there's any footprints or any signs of any creatures going farther in, that kind of thing.
Like people running around?
We
Like,
walked.
slimier.
It's fair. We know there's a lot of stuff going on in here.
Yeah, now that we know that.
We just walked by the sign that says "Do not enter." We're like, okay, cool.
Sounds like us.
Yeah,
Best
sweet.
be careful not to desert us.
All right. So, anything else anybody wants to do before you step in?
Kev had his hand up too.
I was gonna say, look for tracks to see if there's any like things around, but there's clearly all of the things around, so I think it's a moot point at this point.
Are you saying this made you cry less?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Just checking if you wanted to say goodbye.
All right. So,
Saving the other two.
that's the other. So that's wrapped up at the beginning. Nothing else anybody wants to do?
I think so.
Are we doing an
Well-
investigation to see what's at the cave mouth?
Well, the cave mouth itself is just jagged rock. There isn't really anything
Okay.
to investigate per se. You'd have to actually step in a little bit further to be able to look for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have done that. I would have like stepped up to where I could investigate and then taken a look at what was at the mouth of the cave.
Okay. So go ahead and make an investigation check for the mouth of the cave.
So any ruins in starlight or moonlight?
I'm also doing this, as I mentioned before, but for more for tracking stuff, like rangery type, like, oh, there was a person or creature through here.
Sure. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. And
So investigation, Allura,
14.
14. Okay. Based on what you can see,
Sorry,
there's
16.
16. Okay. Based on what you can see, immediate usage, not really. You're looking for recent disturbances, any kind of dropped items or anything like that, or any kind of blood or impact where some creature may have fallen and scraped themselves on the jagged rock. Nothing that you can see at the entrance to the cave. Elif?
that's gonna be 25.
25 for survival. same thing. Looking for tracks, trying to find anything where boot prints may have fallen in. There is a fairly fine dusting of rock over the top of what is currently on the ground. Just looks like pebbles that have fallen down from the roof. And you trying to find where people would likely have put their feet, or where any creatures likely would have put their feet. You're not really seeing anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you imagine if we would have found some of that black fabric right then? That would have been so cool.
3 steps in.
More clues.
If only it were that easy. All right, so you guys go ahead and move yourselves fairly far in towards the end of that, into the lit area.
To the lit area?
If you could keep a hold of my arm instead of my hand, just so that I can keep the sword ready for us.
That's fair. That's fair. Kind of do more of like a conga line kind of.
God, there's so many different ways we can go.
Can I suggest that we sort of stealth from this point on? I've got Pass Without Trace going. Let's try and sort of be as quiet as possible. And Jordy, I'll kind of keep my ears peeled if I hear or see anything to know, like, to sort of like drop the globes of light so that we can kind of be like.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you do see that the cave opens up into a fairly wide chamber, probably well over 130, 140 feet across. At this point, Achaidh, with your dark vision, you do notice that the jagged floor seems to be tooled to a little bit more of a flat area in this spot, and there are remnants of charred logs and soot-blackened rocks that would indicate an overnight campsite, but it's been used multiple times. You can see there's a pile of discarded charred logs, nothing really jumping out as recently burned, but you do see that there are remnants of an area that was most likely used probably by several groups over the course of exploring the caves a little bit.
Is there any sign of like, if they were just sort of like hunters, like are there any animal bones or anything like that? Anything discarded?
You could go over and check.
Yeah, I will carefully, sneakily go over and check.
Yeah, so you can move up into the center of that top area there. Go and make, let's say, investigation.
Okay, and I'm gonna keep my eye on the floor to make sure there's no sort of trappy things as I'm on my way over.
Yep, for sure.
Does anyone want to come with me and sort of investigate this area that looks like people have camped in it before?
Sure.
I'm probably gonna stay back here just so if there's anything that doesn't blow your cover.
Sure thing, Leaf.
I'm gonna keep just constant watch on like the walls, the dark areas, in case any creepy crawlies come out.
I will tag along. That sounds like a fun adventure where I can learn.
I'll leave 2 out of my 3 globes with Leaf.
Okay.
Kind of back.
Thanks.
Like 1. I mean, I don't need them, but for the doctor.
Yeah. So we can see. So I can see you.
Yeah, so you can see where I am.
There they go.
All right, so I'll go ahead and get both of you guys to please make investigation checks for me.
Cool.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
Dirty 20. Doc?
That is a... Hold on. That's a... 26.
26,
Nice.
Okay. Looking around at the floor, Achaidh and Doc, you kind of take a look at some of the logs, see how long they've been burned. They are dead cold. A lot of the burn marks that are on them, the white where the flame would have gotten the hottest, have all started to fade. And actually it's started to be affected a little bit where the wood itself is starting to become wet. Even inside this cave, it's definitely dampened a little bit. You would imagine it's been probably several weeks, if not months, since anybody camped in the center of these caves.
All right. And there's no like refuse or sort of indications of who might have used it?
There's some discarded animal bones. You can see probably a few from small creatures that were caught within the forest and maybe roasted over the fire. A couple of small lizards, a few squirrels here and there.
Roast.
Are the bone, like, are there any teeth marks in the discarded bones at all?
No, it looks like there are tool marks. So you could imagine probably knives that were scraped against the bones, but nothing really that looks feral in any way.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of my intent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So coming back and joining the main group, you guys have the one way that you can continue pushing forward.
Then I suggest we do that one.
Sounds good.
Make it so.
Moving forward, still carefully.
Yeah. So go ahead and open up a nice big area here for you guys.
Sorry, did we say we're stealthing?
Yeah,
Do you
you're
want...
stealthing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're stealthing as
to-
best you can.
Here.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're stealthing as best you can. You've got Pass Without Trace active, so sure. Go ahead and roll stealth checks for me, everybody, please.
Hey. +10, right?
Yeah.
That'll do.
Heh.
Oh, nice. Roll a 16 and a 17.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, 26 for me.
All right, Leaf 26.
It's +10, yeah, Jordy?
Yeah.
32.
32. Okay.
Epic
Leaf.
game moment.
38.
38. Allura.
42.
40.
Oh,
Yeah.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
Hope, how did you do?
I rolled a 14 in total.
14.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's hope.
It could be worse.
14.
I
And
keep
less.
bumping into them in the conga line, like, oops, sorry, oops, sorry.
Clang, 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 clang.
And less, what was your stealth?
27.
27. All right. Overall, pretty good. Hope just kind of clanging up the rear a little bit. But
Clang it up.
Clang,
But-
clang, clang. The tiefling.
you start to push
Don't
into the
be
open.
satire.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. So you start to push into the open area a little bit, and at least just at the edge of your vision, especially with the light helping, you start to see that there is a little bit of water, and you can actually start to hear that water dripping seems to be coming from the ceiling and dripping into a very large pool up ahead, and you can see some of the splash coming off and up out of that into kind of a rocky, sandy area.
Okay. And I'm assuming that like we haven't yet heard any signs of anybody moving around in here or anything like that.
Nothing that you can tell. It's just been the little occasional drips and splashing of water dripping down, but beyond that, no movement of any kind, no sounds coming through.
Okay, so let's move forward kind of carefully, y'all.
Okay.
Water?
Oh, there we go.
I see the water.
Yeah, we can move further than that.
Yeah.
There we go. Move in a tiny bit further. That'll be fun. There
We're
we
in
go.
like a kind of, it's like we can have another beach day. What the hell?
Oh,
wow.
look, there's a volcano. That looks fun.
I think it's a tree still.
Oh, there could be that.
So
I thought it was like a paper mache volcano.
Stalagmite.
So stepping out from the main entrance, you see the floor continues for several dozen feet to begin to form this massive, what you would imagine is probably a main chamber of some kind. Currently, you can see two huge stalagmites that are rising up from pools of the water ahead, and the path continues kind of into the darkness beyond them, where there's a very narrow spit of path where the two bodies don't quite connect. The right of the stalagmites breaks the surface of a small pool dripping down from the ceiling, while the left kind of spires from a much larger pond that continues off to the left, further deeper in that you can't see.
Jordy, to like looking up at the ceiling of the caves, does it kind of look like they're like disappear kind of into the darkness? Is it fairly high up? Can I see any kind of opening that would be where the water's coming through, anything like that?
Sure, go and make a perception check.
All right. Oh, that went off paper. That was way worse. 14.
14. Looking out into the darkness, it's not the easiest thing to tell. You kind of catch where some of the ripples are falling, and it seems like the water is falling from pretty close to where the top of the stalagmite is. It's kind of running down the side of it, which again makes sense since a lot of the rock tends to be dripped down from above. You don't see any light coming through the ceiling of any kind, so you would imagine it's probably just cracks in the rocks. Given that you are at the top of mountains and there is a glacier run that comes down from these mountains, it would make sense that some of the glacial runoff would eventually make its way into some kind of caves here.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Jordy.
Yeah.
Can I have Rick do like a quick little circle of both of these stalactites just to give me an idea of how big these lakes are?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for Rick.
You got it. Okay, that's not so bad. Where the fuck is it? Okay, so it's not the best. It's a 12, Jordy.
It's a 12? Okay. It's a little bit tough to tell, but because he's able to fly up a little bit, he's able to get a little bit more range to kind of tell you what things are. And you see that the cavern opens up even further, and there's actually a third stalagmite even further inside that kind of splits the path where you would cross across this narrow little bridge, and then there would be a stalagmite directly in front of you.
Cool.
Okay.
Very cool. But there's a wall over there blocking further movement rightward, yeah? Or leftward?
Yes.
Okay.
Rightward. So leftward, you've
Rightward.
got Rick kind of flew around where the stalagmite was, and the water just continues further off. But on the right-hand
Understood.
side, it eventually forms that. So it's kind of like a circular pool on the right, and on the left, there seems to be a lot more water that could potentially be followed.
Understood.
Les?
I can go? Okay. Can I tell how deep the pools are from here? Like, are they deep or are they shallow?
From your distance, you can't really tell. You'd have to go up closer to the edge of them if you wanted to.
Could I sneakily go to the edge of the pool?
You can certainly try. So you go ahead and start to make your way. You've already been stealthing as best you can, so you kind of make your way up to the edge. And looking down, this water to you is perfect. It is crystal clear. It looks ice cold dripping down from the top. You can see a very clear reflection in it. The water itself is perfectly clear. You can see the basin underneath, and you actually start to kind of look at it, and with the assistance of Elite's lights, you start to see a couple of glints of metal material of some kind that's kind of further along into where it is, kind of near where the stalagmite is.
You guys, there's shinies in here. There's something shiny. And this is beautiful water, by the way. This is great, water, and there's some shiny things in there. Can I please go in?
You go for it, buddy. You do you. Live your life.
Do we not think there's something suspicious about the perfectly beautiful water with like gleaming, glimmering little things in it somewhere?
What?
Yes, but I've never seen Les so happy.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure Les can handle it. And we'll just keep an eye out.
Allura?
I would have been kind of like slinking off to see if that what you said was kind of like a bridge area, if that was walkable, and like being super quiet and very stealthy.
Yeah. So from what you can see, it looks to be walkable. It's just that the occasional little bit of water kind of comes up over the edge. You'd imagine as some of the heavier deluges of water that come down, it kind of splashes up on, and that's kind of where that darker area is, that it's just a little bit wet and slick to the touch. But less you directly beside the pool, you kind of instinctively, sneakily just dip a little toe in, and it's perfect.
Better than I imagine. All right, can I?
Be safe.
I will. Just keep a lookout.
Moving
Dunk
up. Sorry.
I'm gonna dunk my head in, really carefully, just to see if I can get a better look.
Okay. So you just... And it is ice cold, exactly how you like it. It is fresh water. You start to feel it filtering in a little bit, and it just tastes right. This is the way water is supposed to taste. And nothing happens. You kind of looking underneath. Go ahead and make a quick little perception check for me from underneath the water.
I will definitely do that. Ooh, that's good. I think that's going to be an 18.
18. Yeah, the little glints that you saw of the surface kind of reflecting it a little bit with the pools rippling out. You take a look and you're actually able to see that it is indeed shiny. There do appear to be a couple of coins that have been tossed in, kind of scattered around the ground a little bit. You also see that there are a couple of broken pieces of armor.
Gonna take my head up out of the pool. There's money down there. And like bits of armor. But like, you know, scrappy pieces of armor, but armor.
Just keep staying safe.
Okay, I'm gonna go down there.
Live your life, buddy.
I will. And I swim into the pool.
All right, so Les dives into the pool. Allura, what did you want to do?
I'm gonna cast message to Hope.
Okay.
And say I'm going to take out the little piece of wire and wrap it around just the tiny tip of my rapier and kind of make some flourishes, and then say to them, I'm going, don't worry, I haven't disappeared. I'm just going across the bridge. Try to stay close. Or like within kind of close-ish. There.
Can that please be the whole message?
Oh yeah, that's.
Can you like come close, but like kind of, but like you know what I mean. You know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, so I hope you received that. You do have the ability to reply if you'd like.
Thank you, Allura, for letting me know. Yeah, I'll try and subtly move over a little bit closer, but just the right level of closeness to you.
Okay. All right.
So with that, I just kind of gently like move Leaf, who's still got a really nice grip on my arm, and
where are we going? Where are we going?
we're just gonna look over this way for a little while. I'll explain later.
I can just hear. Actually, no. We've still got the lights going, right? So like, and I just want to double check the fairy fire. It's like purplish light.
It kind of flickers.
Yeah.
It can be like colors, but for mine, it kind of flickers between kind of like a lavendery purple and kind of like a minty green kind of color.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check that we were like under a black light kind of thing. Like it looks like we're playing Laser Tag.
That's YouTube lighting.
Cave rave.
Cool.
Cave rave. There you go. Nice. All right. So, Les, you diving into the pool and taking the first couple of splashes underneath.
I think Kaylee's gonna.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Apologies.
I was gonna say, sorry, Amanda, I had this before you moved away, so I didn't mean to be like to do a thing that probably see you, but I probably do see you moving away. But I was moving up towards the other pond and towards the bridge, a little bit far back from where Les is swimming, but also knocking an arrow and just kind of like keeping an eye on what he's doing.
Okay.
And for any.
So you moving up in that direction, you also start to see a little bit more given your sight.
Mm-hmm.
And you reveal that on the other side of the pool there is a very similar wall, but the water itself does seem to continue around and kind of starts to wrap around a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just moved myself into the middle of the pool. I didn't need to do that.
Well, you know.
Moved everybody up there.
Go for a swim.
No.
I mean, I was going to move up anyway, so I'm
I was
okay
going to say
being
we're
where I'm
all
at.
kind of we're moving a bit closer, right?
All right, a little bit closer. Kind of closing in on the bridge.
Yeah, move myself. There we go.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
Nice.
All right. So Allura taking a couple of steps across the bridge. Nothing seeming to happen. Les climbing into the water and swimming underneath. You start to notice that there are a decent amount of coins. You kind of do a quick little lap and you manage to pick up 27 gold pieces.
Ooh, man.
And you do also find there are 64 silver pieces. Now, the interesting thing is that while the coin was glinting, and you saw a couple of broken pieces of armor, it looks like leather armor, a couple of pieces of studded leather and hide here and there. As you're getting closer, you're actually starting to realize that the armor pieces are there. Nothing else is, and the coins are kind of scattered amongst the armor pieces as well.
Let's bring the armor up. Let's have a look. I'll put my lights in Morse code so you can see that.
I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna come up there anyway.
Can you message him with your?
Oh yeah, can I see him down there in the water?
Yeah, the water is crystal clear. You can see him perfectly.
I'll kind of like put a finger onto Whisper and be like, yes, you can find like armor or something down there. Why don't you bring it up and we can see like if there's any signs of damage or creatures damaging the person who owned it?
All right, I will. Just stop the lights from blinking. It makes it very hard to look at things.
Truly a rave.
It's a light switch rave cave.
Sure. So I'll just do like a little lap around sort of the little mini island here to see if there's anything else around in the pool area.
So you'll swim over to the far side. I'm just going to move your token over there.
Yeah.
So yes, you swim over to the far side, and that's where you find some of the additional coins are on the other side, and kind of picking everything up progressively. At this point, Allura, what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
16. Okay. And Les, what's your AC?
But I'm also stealthed at 42.
Yep, you are.
Okay.
My AC is a whopping 16.
16. Okay. Leaf, what's your AC?
17.
17. Okay. And
Hope's marker is in the water. I'm just going to move them back. I assume they would have been...
no, they're not.
No. No?
Yeah, I don't think they're...
Oh, you're looking at Rick.
Oh, wait, no, Jordy.
Okay.
18. 18. My shield wasn't on. 18.
Okay.
Move my little buddy back here.
No, that's less. Never mind. I'm so sorry.
All good. So, as the lights are up, and you guys are taking a little bit of time looking around, unless you swimming, making not a ton of noise by any stretch, but a little splash here and there, and Allura making your way across the bridge. Allura, you just kind of like looking around, trying to get a view and bead on what's going on. You just kind of instinctively are looking at that stalagmite ahead, and you start to notice that something very rapidly darts out from the stalagmite towards you. And I need all of you to roll initiative for me.
Love it. Big fan.
Thank God.
That didn't take long.
We were
What?
starting it.
The stalactite, the island thing? Ah!
So this is...
Uh-oh. What are we looking at?
fight.
Oh, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, wait, it's my cousin Lester. Hey, Lester, don't hurt us, mate.
Do I get advantage because I was like watching for danger with an arrow knocked and ready to go?
So this
Yeah,
is
what
the thing, is no, because these creatures are indistinguishable from rock as long as they do not move.
Oh, that's good.
So with
the
this,
fuck are
Allura, Les, and
wondrous
Elith,
dice.
all three of you are kind of like looking around on guard a little bit, and Elith, you just instantly try and or you've got your arrow knocked, but you instantly try and pull back and fire it right as a gigantic pseudopod tendril streaks out almost 50 feet out from this piece in the center, or this stalagmite in the center, and wraps itself around you. All three of you are considered grappled and restrained by these creatures.
I am too?
Les, you underneath the water. One of them streaks into the water and rips you and starts to just hold you in place underneath the water. You don't take any damage, but you are restrained, so your movement speed becomes 0. And we're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
That's pretty kawaii.
We got our wish. Tentacle.
Oh my goodness.
Hashtag
Oh,
tentacle
wow, yeah,
We
we
get for
totally
opening, we're talking
Totally
about
did, yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and roll the initiatives for the creatures. Hey, not bad.
Cue
So
battle
excited.
music.
All right, so initiatives 25 to 20.
21.
23.
Nice. Allura
I
moving
think that's
first.
the first time I've beat Elite in so long.
It's been a minute, yeah.
The whole time.
I don't have the bow of war, so I only get one roll.
All right. So that's that. 20 to 15.
16.
Okay. 15 to 10.
Oh, sorry, I got 19.
19.
I was checking something.
All right. Les Docs 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
I got 5.
Oh.
Leaf.
I got 4.
Oh, got 4.
Oh, no.
I
Wow.
thought I was going last.
All right. Cool. We're gonna have an interesting fight here. So, as combat begins, and Elith, you, Allura, and Les all instantly feel these pseudopod tentacles wrap around you. All three of you are then instantly pulled directly towards your respective creatures.
Oh no.
50 feet.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How many creatures are there?
there's
Or creatures are currently visible to the group?
To the group, 2. Allura, the one that's next to you, is currently only visible to Elith.
Okay. Cool.
So as those tentacles reel you in very quickly, you see this massive
Skipping.
gaping maw open and hundreds of jagged stone-like teeth inside this as the stalagmite itself almost opens up and snaps down on you. This is going to be a bite attack against each of you.
Wow.
Jordy,
Yeah?
I have damage taken. Like I'm down hit points, but I think that was like we've had a long rest since then.
Yeah,
I
you just
wanted
didn't
to-
long rest. Sorry,
We
sorry.
just did
You
long
did long rest, you just didn't update your hit points. That's what I meant.
Right. No, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't something else in there that was. So I will. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I think as long as you're not like exhausted or anything, we're
Mm-hmm.
all bueno.
So Allura, that is a 12 to hit with the bite attack.
Nope.
Okay. Elith, that is a natural 20. That one's gonna hurt.
No.
Les, that is a 17 to hit.
Get out of here with that shit.
All right, so Elith takes the damage on that, so that is... I need some d8s. And by some, I mean...
All right, I'll pay the piper.
Oh no. So, they all just got like...
40. Elith, you take 44 points of piercing damage from the bite attack and the natural 20. As the maw just smashes down and these rock-like teeth shatter and splintered bits of the rock enter into your body and just jaggedly cut through as blood starts to pour out. Definitely a strong hit there, but that is going to be their turns.
Oh.
All right. So after that, we're going to come to top of the round. Allura, you're up first. Currently grappled and restrained, so your movement speed is 0. Attacks are made at disadvantage, but you are held by this creature as you see 3 other tendrils start to make their way out of it.
Out of the one that's
grappling you.
Grappled me.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to... So to get out of a grapple is a strength check, and that is an action.
So it's an action to try and escape it, and it's your choice of an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't a
Finally,
straight strength contest because the creature is grappling you with an ability. To break a grapple is always either an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Right, so it's kind of either you're like ripping it off or you're squirming out of it.
Exactly, you got it.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, I was going to say wriggling, but yeah, that works.
Okay.
All right.
I am going to... okay, I'm going to try to escape the grapple.
Okay, so you're going to use your action to make an acrobatics check.
Yep. Don't fail me now.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good sound.
That'll be a 12.
A 12. You just wriggling as best you can. The creature's grip is just tightening on you. Not quite enough to break free, unfortunately.
Okay, if that's the case, then I am going to... Okay, was there no like dex save for them?
Nope. If you get
grappling
hit,
us?
so that's the whole thing. Is the tendril is an auto grapple because it doesn't deal damage.
Okay, cool. All right, if that's the case, then I am going to take the fuck, I can't really do anything with my bonus action. Ooh, actually, can I do this as... Okay, I am going to... Oh, it's not a bonus action, it's an action. Damn it. Okay, that's all I can do. I can't, like, take the, like, dodge or...
Not really, because
No?
normally you
Okay.
could disengage as a bonus action, but because
Yeah.
the creature has you grappled, there's not much you can do.
Okay, cool, that's
Alright.
fine. I will do that. Ooh, no, I lied. Can I use bonus action to inspire someone?
You certainly can.
Yeah! Okay,
So,
I will do
what's
that.
the range on Inspire? Got to make sure you're within range of somebody, because these creatures are pretty far apart.
I don't have it written down.
It's okay. I'll look it up really quick.
Sorry.
Inspiration range 5e.
I'm a baby bard.
Baby bird. 60
Is
feet.
a little baby.
So you got a pretty good range on it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. No. Nobody, or Elith isn't within range, and Les, I believe, is even further. Yeah, Les is 70. Nope, nobody in range, unfortunately.
Cool.
All right.
That's it, my turn.
That's going to be the end of Allura's turn. After Allura, we come to Elith, so still grappled and restrained by the creature.
All right, as the creature like pulls me in, I pull out a little white feather and I cast Fear.
Cast Fear. All right. What does Fear do?
You project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fears. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it's holding and become frightened for the duration.
Oh shit! Okay, trying to play on that. All right, what do you imagine this creature fears?
I don't have to imagine it.
I know you don't, but I'm just curious what you imagine it fears.
Well, what I can see from this creature, Jordy, is it's kind of like primeval and sort of like watery, but also with a big tentacle. Mm-hmm. Okay. I imagine a gigantic, fiery, horned creature wreathed in flames coming from the magma below this cave up to burn away this creature's tentacles one by one and leaving it armless.
I like it. All right, wisdom saving throw. Oh god, no, that's a what's its bonus? Oh, it's got a +3. That's a 10.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that is a failure. So the creature immediately drops you. Your grapple ends as you fall a little bit to the ground, not enough to take any damage, of course. But you are now not restrained any longer, and you have the rest of your movement and your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement and my bonus action to dash as far as I can away from this creature.
Okay. So the creature does get an attack of opportunity against you, but it is frightened, so it gets at a disadvantage. It's going to go ahead and... Yeah, it's going to try and use a bite attack.
I'm assuming, Jordy, these creatures look stationary, but also when it's frightened by the spell, it has to take a dash action and move away from me by the safest available route.
Yeah, it looks pretty stationary, but you do see that they are starting to like slide around the stalagmite a little bit.
Okay.
So that is, with its bite attack, a 17 to hit.
Meets.
Meets. All right. It's going to be a second bite attack against you. Ooh, that's high damage. 26.
Yeah, I'm like almost out, you guys, but I'm not down yet.
All right, so you do just barely get snagged by the edge of the bite, almost losing the bottom end of your foot as your boot is now covered in blood as you start to make your way out, and you can dive into the water, I'm assuming?
So the water is deeper than swimming, or deeper than wading, or... Yeah,
the water at the depth you're at right now is probably a good 20-25 feet down.
Okay, yeah, I just dive and swim as far as I can. And just a heads up for my group, I'm looking very rough, like single digits rough.
Okay.
All right.
You just hit the water, there's just a pool or just a cloud of red.
Yeah, a cloud of like brow blood like just comes up as I'm like, oh.
All right, so you've got your movement there, so it would be 5 feet to the edge of the stalagmite, and then dive into the water is another 5 feet, and then swimming, you're swimming at half speed, so you can only move an additional 10. Oh no. Because of you...
I'm going to use my dash action, too, to get as far away as I can.
Can you bonus action dash?
Oh, no, I can't. Sorry, I forgot this is just an Allura thing.
Yeah. So you can only move 2 additional squares.
Okay. I think this takes me closer, actually. There we go.
All right. Okay, so Elite desperately swimming. You can see this pool of darker blood emanating from where her foot was badly impacted by the creature. She's starting to make her way back to the rest of the group. That's going to be your turn. You do have a bonus action, but nothing you can do with it, I'm guessing?
Like I already cast Fear, so I can't cast, I don't think I can cast anything bonus action-y. Oh yeah, and guys, so Pass Without Trace is also up, because I cast a different spell that requires concentration. Oh, Jordy, do I need to make a concentration roll after that bite attack?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So that was...
Honest. I'm so honest.
So yeah, I didn't realize it was concentration. Yeah, so the DC for this is a Constitution saving throw. DC is 13.
Okay, Constitution saving throw 13. 16.
16. All right, so you succeed. The creature is still feared, and you see that the vision is just starting to shift, and the eyes, which almost look like hollowed out rocks, are starting to shift from side to side, and it's like looking at the water as if flame is starting to come up out of the water. All right, so that's going to be your turn. After your turn, we come to Les. So Les, you are grappled by the creature as well. What do you want to do?
All right. I think a lot about this. I've looked at a bunch of different ways that I could try to get out of this, and a lot of them all don't work. So,
okay.
I was like, does lightning damage matter in water? Apparently no. Does this work? Can I use gust of wind to push him away from me? He has you, so you can't. He'll just take you with him.
Yeah.
So, is communication to a beast a free action or is that an action?
If it's like a word, it's a free action. If it's a sentence, it's an action.
Can it be a couple words, or is it just
like 1 or 2 words?
So I can communicate to beasts that breathe water, amphibious, right, triton, treat, or
Sure.
crate.
Yeah.
Just want to shout out, "Drop me!" and see if that does anything.
And the tongue, the rock-like tongue and the teeth are just and starting to snap at you a little bit. Don't seem to respond.
It's not working. All right. Well, I have to break out of this, right? So I'm gonna roll to.
The creature
get out of the
speaks
grapple.
no languages.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It does
all
not
right,
have a language.
So let's roll to break out.
So yeah, so it's roll to break out, which would be an athletics check. The athletics check is made at disadvantage, specifically strength-based checks, because the creature is grappling you. So you can try to break it at an athletics check, but it's made at disadvantage.
Otherwise, I can just attack it while it's grappled me.
Correct, but the attack is also made at disadvantage because it's because you're restrained.
Son of a.
A lot of disadvantage going around.
Yeah.
These guys are fun.
Real damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, I'm gonna try to. If it's a disadvantage, I've got high athletics, so let's just try this sucker. I'm gonna try to break out.
All right, go ahead and make your athletics check.
13, 19, so a 13.
Plus your athletics.
Yeah, the athletics I think is +5. No, +8.
+8. Yeah, 21 is good enough. So Les, you just kind of reach down and just grab onto this. And you actually grab onto it, and with the strength of you actually grab onto the tendril and tear it in half as the creature just and you fall a couple feet to the ground. You're now on the ground where you are, not prone, so you have the rest of your movement and your bonus action.
Okay, so still in the water.
Yeah.
Now it's a fair fight. So bonus action, I don't think I have very much I can do. I can do fainting attack and second wind. I am just going to move away from this sucker.
Okay. So it's going to take an attack of opportunity against you as you move away.
That's fine.
That is a 20 to hit.
Fuck, yeah.
Rolling pretty well for these guys. Ooh, damn, that's good damage. 28 points
Can I riposte?
You certainly can.
Yeah. Taking a maneuver to hit him back.
All right. So yeah, you move. Use your maneuver. So as the bite slams down, you instinctively turn back around, kind of thrust your hand into the center of the jaw, taking the damage on your hand, and then using your spear to jam upwards into its mouth. Go and make your attack.
So roll to hit, or does this just hit?
Roll to hit.
Yeah. Ooh, come on, baby! It's a 16 plus the spear plus 8.
Plus 8? Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Let's get it. So we got a 1d6, 1d8. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Crap, 6 and a 1. So 7 plus 6, that's 13.
13 points of damage. All right. Okay, good to know. All right.
Wait, can I still move? Or do you grapple
you've
me?
still got your movement. So you're on the edge here, so it takes you 5 feet to dive into the water, and then you don't have disadvantage, or you don't lose movement swimming, so you can move your regular movement speed.
Yeah, so I got 30 feet, and I'm getting the F out of there. So how many points of damage did I take, Jordy? 29?
28.
28, okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, that's your movement.
Full 30, moving away.
Perfect. That's Les's entire turn. On from Les, we come to Roper number 1, which is the one that was hitting Leith. So
Big roads.
This one has to use its entire movement to move as far away from you as it can, correct?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Does it have to...
While frightened by this spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature can then make a wisdom saving throw, and on a successful save, the spell ends.
Okay.
As it is, I hold it for 1 minute.
All right, so it has to move its full movement and dash away from you. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's now underneath the water. And that's
There goes my
that's
hero.
its entire movement and dash.
It's getting away.
I'm gonna say it's
Are these
underneath the water there.
beasts?
Sorry?
Are they beasts?
No, they are not.
They're either elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
They could be one of the ones that weren't on the list,
Yes,
right?
they can be one of the ones that are not on the list. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I know that I always say this is like meta.
All creature types.
Yeah.
Is anything within a mile of me? Yes.
I'm only beasts because they're my favorite enemy. Yeah, so.
All right. So that's its movement and its full action to move a total of 20 feet away from you.
Nice.
These things are nice and slow. All right. So that's the first one down. Next up, we come to the dock.
Cool. Is that underwater now?
It is underwater and it is blocked by the stalagmite currently, so it is no
Okay,
longer
so
in
the
line of sight.
stalagmite is still there.
Yeah. It was
Cool,
just kind of
so-
attached to the... It was essentially the top of the stalagmite was this
Yeah.
creature that had wrapped itself around and melded into the stone.
Oh, understood. So I'm going to take a few steps back just in case it's got some range on it.
Okay.
Rick's going to come back here with me too because he's a good boy. And I am going to launch a fireball at the one that grabbed less.
The one that grabbed less? All right. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
That it is.
I can tell you this isn't good.
Fantastic. Love to hear it.
That is a -1.
Ah, well, then that didn't go well for him.
Oh, no, sorry.
excuse
It's
me while
actually
I
a
get-
0. It's a 1 minus 1. But even still, it's
I'm
a
going to tell you
0.
right now, not a change. I'm going to grab my 10d6 real quick.
Yeah, get him.
It does the. It actually moves into the path of the fireball.
Do you mind if I roll 5 twice? Just easier?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Wow.
That's what we like to hear.
Hold on, I'm just going to put this into my phone for calculations.
Calculations.
Doing them calculations.
Sick.
Yeah. Let those master.
Okay, that's not as good, but that's not bad. Cool. That's 36 points of damage.
36. Damn. So heavy impact as the doc just kind of leans back, focuses for an extra second, compressing this fireball into the center of his palm, and it just streaks out in a single bolt, impacts and jettisons across the side of the creature, flames licking everywhere. You can see a couple of the tendrils that had come out just snap off to the ground, and now none of the tendrils are remaining, but the creature's form starting to shift a little bit. It is looking pretty hurt.
That ignites too, yeah?
It ignites flammable objects. The creature is not flammable.
Oh, that's a shame. Most creatures are. Cool.
All right,
If
so that's your
the
action
case,
part of your move.
yeah, I'm gonna duck back a little further because I don't like tentacles on. That doesn't sound super fun for me. I'll just go to there. That seems fine. All right, and that'll be me. Thank you so much. That's been my time.
Try the view.
Yeah, tip
right.
your waitress.
Perfect. So that's going to be your turn. Next up are 2 of the ropers, and then Leaf is after that. So the other 2, the one that's currently grappling Allura. Allura, you notice that as the creature is grappling you, 3 other tendrils have started to come out from different parts of its body, and one of them lashes out towards Les. Les, that is a...
What?
Yeah. That's a natural 1 on the first. Second one...
Was that another attack?
Yeah, but it's from a creature that's 50 feet away from you.
But I can't riposte it if it's a...
No.
So it's like a ranged thing, technically?
Yeah, because you're not actually hitting the creature's body. It's just trying to wrap around you. The second one is a 22 to hit.
Fuck!
All right. So, Les, you are, again, grappled by this creature. As
things have lots
the
of reach.
tendril wraps around you and reels you and pulls you 25 feet closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But not quite within range, but Allura still being restrained by it. Attacks against you are made at advantage, so this is a... Ooh, those are low. 14.
Ow!
Not you, Les. Allura.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what? Sorry.
14 to hit for the bite.
Oh no, my AC is 16.
Your AC is 16. All right. So with the creature restraining you, it's kind of attention focused on less a little bit. It turns back at the last second. And you just barely grab the two sides of its jaw and just shove the creature away. You barely managing to miss the bite attack. However, now we come to the other one. Ooh, nobody's in range.
Oh, nice.
So it's gonna go ahead and move a little bit.
Fuck.
5, 10, and then. Oh, I think that's still out of range. Yeah, 50 feet. Damn. So Leaf and Hope, you two just kind of getting the last jump on the battle. You see one of these creatures just slowly start to slither down the side of this stalagmite, and then all of a sudden 4 new tendrils coming out of it. Even though the doctor blew all of the previous ones off, 4 brand new ones begin to emerge from it as they all lash out towards you, but you're just outside of its range. And it's just going to go ahead and start to go underneath the water a little bit. Another 10 feet underneath the water. Alright, so this one is now underwater. I don't really have a thing for that. So let's just use, I don't know, that. It's underwater. Alright, so that's going to be their turn. Next up is Leaf. Hope you're on deck.
Snorkeling. Alright, I want to, not dash, I want to run my 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And cast as a bonus action. Let me see. Want to cast at second level Healing Word on Achaidh.
All right.
So that is sorry.
Bless you.
No, it's Healing Word's not bless yet. Sorry, that was a bad joke. We're working on it.
It's okay because I've got just the thing for this. I don't know if you can read it.
My goodness.
It says
healing.
Potion of healing.
Nice.
So that is 12 points of healing for Achaidh.
Thank you.
Nice.
So strike that off. And then, Jordy, I would like to ready an action.
All right.
I would like to ready an action of just swinging my my axe.
Okay.
The trigger being if I get pulled, I want to. Can I swing at it when it
Yeah,
yanks
so
me?
you would be able to swing at the tendril before, as it tries to pull you. You could swing at the tendril to try and sever it.
Yeah, is that a thing I can do?
That's a thing you can do.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
so
Then
Leaf
that's
is holding an
my
action.
turn.
Cool.
Yep.
On from you, we come to Hope. Hope, what do you want to do?
Seeing everything that's happening, I'm gonna stay a little bit further back.
Okay.
Although, actually, would you say this tentacle creature is humanoid or no?
No. It looks like a gigantic... It looks like the
Like
top
what,
of a
Jordy?
stalagmite. So a big triangular thing, but it's has tendrils that come out of it at random angles.
I've been workshopping this joke. It's a rocktopus.
It is a rocktopus. That is a good way of putting it.
Love it.
Well, I would like to cast Shield of Faith on Achaidh.
Okay.
So he gets +2 AC.
Bless. Also.
Alright, so just want to make sure you're within range. Yeah, 60-foot range. You are 55 feet away. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hope if you want to move around at all, let me know.
Thank you. I'm wondering, because that is... Can I cast a spell as a bonus if I do that?
No, because it's a leveled spell.
Sweet.
Well, Shield of Faith
Yeah.
is a bonus action, though. So you still have your action.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you for... I am making a quick adaptation to that so that I am very clear that that is a bonus. The one that was attacking Achaidh, I'd like to use Firebolt on it, which has got 120 feet range.
Normally you could, except it's currently completely blocked by the stalagmite. You have no line of sight on it.
You can go after the one that was attacking less.
Yeah, is there? Yeah, because I know there's one under the water, so there's one still available that isn't under the water.
The only one that isn't under the water is the one that's attacking Allura, and that is, I think, outside of your range.
If they ran to it?
Nope, never mind. Yeah. But the downside there is you can't see that at the range. Because there isn't actually any light source over there. It's just a little bit of screaming in the darkness, essentially.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Allura. Very the fancy thing you here.
Allura, you're on deck, by the way.
Oh, me. Okay.
Come around here often.
I thought I had my own squid. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you're on deck. So Hope, you do still have... You could hold a firebolt to wait for a creature to come into range if you wanted to.
I think what I'd rather do is hold my great sword so that if something comes near me like a tentacle, I will slash at it.
All right. Holding a great sword attack if a tentacle comes close. Gotcha. All right, Allura, you're on deck, and then Elith, you're up after.
Okay, I am going to, number one, I see my friend Les.
Yep.
And I am going to say, Les, I really need your help and I really, really believe in you. And I'm going to inspire Les.
All right.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
So Les, you've got a D6
Yikes.
to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Huzzah.
Nice pants.
Okay, and then I am also going to try to get out of this lame-ass Squidward.
All right, go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
Kick him in the Krabby Patties.
That's cocked, sorry.
No, I caught it too. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a fail. It's a fail.
That's
It's
a
real
fail?
fail.
All right.
Yep.
So, Allura, this creature's just got a really strong hold on you, and with you dodging out of the way of the bite, trying to wriggle your way out, it's just holding even tighter at this point. Unfortunately, unable to break free. All right, that's your turn. We come to Elith. Les, you're up next.
Okay, so I'm going to try to... so my movement has been halved, right?
Your movement is halved while in the water, yeah.
Okay, so... But if I kind of... So I can move 15 feet then?
Correct. You can move 3 squares.
1, 2, 3. So I'm almost... Oops. No, there.
What's your
Jordy,
spell save
now-
DC, by the way?
My spell save DC. That's my wisdom, right?
Well, it's 8 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I need to write that down. 8 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
I think it should be 15.
No, my proficiency is 4. So
It'd be
16.
16?
16.
Okay. All right, so the creature did fail its saving throw because it wasn't able to see you, so the fear is still active, but it was able to make its save at the end of its turn. I just wanted to double check and make sure.
Okay. So yeah, Jordy, where I made it to, is that shallow enough that I can kind of stand up? I don't have to be swimming anymore?
Yeah, you can stand up at that point. 5 feet inside the water is where you're able to kind of get purchase a little bit.
Kind of what I figured. Okay, so I am... just 1 second here. I am going to, I think, cast Fire Arrow, which I can't use yet because it's a full action to cast, and I can't... I cannot attack as a bonus action. Yeah. Oh, it's actually a concentration spell. So do I want to do that? Do I want to end?
Flame arrows?
Yeah, flame arrows. Yeah, we don't need that guy to be frightened anymore, do we? You want to fuck him up? Okay, no. Actually, I'm not going to cast it. I'll wait and let him be frightened for a little while yet.
If flame arrows aren't concentration, you
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Oh, really?
I thought we talked about, because a lot of elites, they're like all concentration, or a lot of them, and so I thought we talked about having a few of them of like...
Oh, no, yeah,
bursts that-
flame arrows is concentration up to 1 hour.
Man, ranger.
Spells are all concentration. It's very
Yeah, so I thought we talked about having some of hers not be concentration because they're all concentration. Maybe like a little house rule.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we'll talk about later. This one specifically, I think, needs to be concentration because it's your entire quiver becomes
And
arrows that deal fire damage. So it's
Yeah.
not just like a one-time thing.
Yeah. So that's fine. And yeah, I think we've talked about this before because I've complained about it because it's a very frustrating part of the ranger class, but we haven't come to like an agreement about what to do about it necessarily. So that's fine. I'm going to hold off casting flame arrows. I'm just going to I'm going to fire at the one that's holding Allura and try to like aim right at the tentacles and get it to drop her.
You certainly can. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
First attack.
Yes. So, and because I'm not hidden, I don't get psychic damage. It's regular damage. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my +1 arrows.
Okay.
And I'm going to use sharpshooter.
All right, sharpshooter, go for it.
Dunk
Right.
it.
Okay, so that's going to be 25 to hit. No, wait. So 20 after the 5 reduction. So 20.
20 just hits.
Oh, come on.
Good to know.
Come on.
These things are basically made of rock, so
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So that's going to be 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. So Allura, with that, as you just kind of hear this bolt streak through the darkness and impact against the tendril, and it actually impacts with such force that it tears the tendril in half, and you boom, fall to the ground. You are no longer restrained.
Yeah. Got your friends. You're welcome. And Jordy, from where I am...
I'm still here, though.
Yeah, I know. Can I see the one close to me? It's down in the water, right?
It's in the water. Yeah, where you are right now, you aren't able to see that because it's kind of up and then down on the other side.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to fire another one of the same one that's by Allura and Les, and not use sharpshooter this time. Just
Okay.
going to fire at them. I should have used sharpshooter, actually. Oh, well. Oh, sorry. It was one up from the damage I told you before because I forgot to factor in the +1 arrow.
That's fine. It's still
Okay.
enough to break the tendril.
Okay.
So now you're targeting the creature itself.
Yes.
Okay.
27 points of damage. Or sorry, 27 to hit.
27
My
does
brain.
hit.
Okay, great. And this one's just going to be 10 points of damage.
10 points. All right. Okay, so the first arrow streaks through the darkness and Allura, you suddenly just boom, fall to the ground as the second one impacts against, and it kind of cracks against one of the teeth inside the mouth, shattering in some of the arrowhead splinters inside the creature. Definitely took some damage.
Cool.
All right.
Can I use this action to, like, I try to figure out what this creature is?
I'll say, given your background, make an intelligence check.
Okay. That's kind of what I was hoping. It's an undergroundy.
Yeah.
7.
Big, scary thing with tendrils.
Yeah. And that's coming from one of Les's friends.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be Lee's turn. Next up is Les, and then the roper and the doc are on deck after that.
10-4.
All right. So Les, you are grappled and restrained, currently being pulled towards the creature. What do you want to do?
Oh, God! I'm not right up to it. I'm being pulled.
Yeah, you're being pulled towards it. It was only able to move you about 25 feet last round.
All right, well, I can either break out of this or attack it.
Yep. Well, you can attack the tendril, because you're not next to the creature yet.
You know what? Screw it. Allura's been freed at this point, right?
Correct. Allura's tumbled to the ground and is now standing, but is not restrained by the creature anymore.
After she said those amazing, inspiring...
Otherwise, I would have gotten your tendril, but I'm sure we can't retcon that. But I didn't
okay.
exclude you from the sharpshooting, freeing actions.
After Allura said those inspiring words to me, and I see the arrow come out of the dark, impact her tendril, and she falls to the ground, I go, no! And I just rush forward towards the creature.
You have
grab
no
the
movement
tendril.
speed.
Half my movement speed? I
You
can still
have
make
no.
it there.
You have no movement speed. You are
I'm
restrained.
stuck where I am.
The creature has you wrapped up and is essentially lifting you through the air towards it.
Cool. Bring on the thunder. Smack! I'm going to throw my lightning javelin at it.
All right, go for it.
Just hanging upside down throne.
So go and make a... so the attack is at disadvantage because you're restrained. But go ahead and make your attack with the lightning javelin.
So I don't know how this works with extra attack. Or I just get it's just a one and done. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So you throw the spear as your first attack.
So
your
I get +6 to my inspiration for the hit, right?
If you want to use it, yeah. You get to roll first. Decide if you want to use it after you roll.
Yeah. So let's see here. This one's a... Fuck, those are both awful. I am not going to use that.
All right.
It was a 6 + 8. It's not going to work.
Yeah, 14. So you kind of lift up the spear, weighing the options, deciding if you want to use the inspiration from Allura, and you huck the spear, and at the last second, the creature just kind of whoop and flips you sideways, and you just, oh shit! And you throw the spear straight down onto the ground, basically, as it's now just laying on the ground, waiting to be picked up again.
Okay, I got extra attack.
Yeah.
Can I attack the tendril?
Yeah, with your second attack, you can attack the tendril.
All right. I was going to use my bonus action for the maneuver feigning attack, so I'd get advantage on the next roll.
Yeah.
Spend 1 superiority die, use as a bonus action to add to the damage roll and gain advantage on your next attack roll.
I'll say you could do that for your second attack, but it's a bit too...
No, I meant for the second attack, not the first
for
one.
sure. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, bonus action to set it up for the second one, so this is the second one.
Yep.
So this be a straight roll then?
Yeah, it'll be a straight roll.
Okay.
And you're throwing your spear at the creature or trying to hit the tendril?
I'm trying to hit the tendril.
Okay. So straight roll.
Fuck. It's not going to be enough. Nope. I got a 9 again.
Yeah. So with that, you kind of like feinting as best you can, trying to move in place and wriggle a little bit here and there. You take your spear and just jab it, and you realize that the tendril itself is just kind of flexing back and forth, and you're just stabbing air. Unfortunately, unable to make any purchase on it. You are still grappled and restrained, and that is your whole turn, sir.
Not if I want an action surge.
Sorry, not if you want an action surge.
Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. I'll just hope that someone can help me out. Just being wiggled around.
All right. So with that, we come back to the first roper, the one that Achaidh had feared, still forced to move its entire movement speed. Doop. That's as far as it can go. And it gets to make its saving throw again. No, that's an 8. It's still under the effect of the fear, unable to do anything. Damn, that's too bad. Alright, that's going to be its turn. After that, we come to the dock.
Yo.
What are you up?
Alright, so what I'm do is I can see the critter underneath the water past Hope, yeah?
From where you are now, not really, because the water is deep enough that you would have to get closer to the edge to see it.
Oh, that's a shame. You know what? Heck it. Let's live a little. Let's have some fun. Let's play a game. I'm going to move forward.
Let's play a game.
Let's play. Do you want to play a game?
Let's hop over here next to Hope, who is my friend, so it's fine.
Yep.
Can I see it from there?
Yes, you'd be able to see it from there.
Fantastic. I want to drop an Eldritch Blast into it, and perhaps a second one if the first one goes well.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Love it. Oh no, come back, dice. There we go. Okay, that's an unnatural 20.
20 just hits.
Love it, big fan. I'm gonna roll my second one. Okay, that's an unnatural 22.
Yep, that hits. Damage
Love
on
it,
those two.
big fan.
Yeah,
Where's my 10? There it is. Staring me in the face. Get out of my dice container, dice. I just want to use you. There we are. Okay, the first one is a 7, Jordy.
Okay, 7 points. Second one?
And the second is a 15.
15, nice. 2 heavy impacts as the kind of disappear, and you just hear the as the Eldritch energy fires through, and the creature is starting to break apart inside the water. You can see it's definitely looking pretty hurt at this point.
I like that. I'm going to use the remainder of my movement. Oh, no, I don't have any more. I'm going to stay where I am.
You got 10 feet left.
Oh, okay, I'm going to pop back a little bit then. Because I'm a gentle boy that doesn't like to be hurt.
All right, so that's going to be the Doctor's turn. Next up are the 2 Ropers, and Leaf, you're on deck after that. Alrighty, so the other 2 that are there, this one is going to keep pressing forward. And that's as far as it can move. Right? Yeah, 5, 10. And then it's going to go ahead and throw out 6 tendrils. This is going to be... Let me just look at some ranges here.
Oh, don't get Rick.
Alright.
Rick, send word to Emilio!
Rick is 70 feet away. Alright, so as 4 tendrils rip out from inside the creature and 2 more, all 4 of them just kind of swiveling in the air for a second, and then all 4 of them go in different directions. First attack against Achaidh. That is a 24 to hit. Against Hope. That is a 20 to hit.
Hit.
Against the Doctor. That's a 10 to hit. And against Leaf, that is a 21 to hit.
That gets me.
Jordy, Leaf and I both had attacks held.
Yep. Yeah. So what happens here is you become restrained, and as you get restrained, your attacks trigger in. So you're able to make your attacks. They are made at disadvantage because the creature's attack has to finish first. But you go and make your attacks to try and break the tendril. Go ahead and make your attacks. So 1 each.
Hell yeah. It's, meter beat, so I got a 20.
20 hits?
With a disadvantage.
Nice.
No, alright.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And I remember the thing that I can do now. It wasn't that I get a second action, it's that I can infuse a hit with some divine energy.
Woo!
You got your own little divine smite.
Yeah, you get like a thing at, I think, 8th level as a cleric.
I love how clerics just have this
cool.
random thing going, hey, go hit things. Go hit things. That's what your class is supposed to do. Alright, and Hope, sorry, what was your attack to hit?
An unnatural 20 as well.
That just hits, so you can roll damage on that as well.
You lucky motherfucker!
Guys, we're doing so good.
You're doing okay.
Well, it's like Loki and Hulk's grip.
Jordy, quick question. Even though it's like a held attack, can I add any smite onto there?
Let me double check. I don't believe you can. I think Divine Smite is when you attack on your turn, but let me double check. Divine Smite. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack... Nope, never mind, you can. If you would like to expend a spell slot, you can.
Yeah, I would like to expend... Let's go... Level 2.
Level 2? Alright. So go ahead and deal the damage for that. And same thing for you, Leaf.
Yeah, with my extra D8, I got 11 points of damage.
11 points is just enough to break the tendril. Good job.
Baby.
Jordy, is this
an like
or fiend creature?
No, it is not.
Balls. Oh well.
Balls.
Yeah. Where the hell are all of my D8? Oh, actually, no, this is perfect. Hehe. And then 2d6. That's 33 points of damage.
33 points of damage. So the tendril comes ripping out towards you, and it wraps itself around one of your arms, and you just grab the sword in your second hand and just cleave upwards, and the entire room lights with this radiant energy as half of the tendril just falls to the ground, blood spattering out of it, then withdrawing. However, now with Achaidh being the only creature currently grappled, the real effect comes in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you're pulled a little bit under the water towards the creature, but it is not quite within range to make a bite attack against you. So that's going to be its whole turn. Next up, however, we come to the one adjacent to Allura and Les.
Leave me alone!
This is going to be another tendril attack against you as a new one streaks out and tries to strike down at you. That is a 19 to hit.
That's to Les or to Allura?
To Allura.
Okay, 19 does hit.
19 hits. Okay.
Allura, look out!
So seeing that arrow streaking out, and you just kind of eventually hitting the ground, and yes, I've got this, and all of a sudden you look up, and another tendril just wraps itself around you and reels you back in. So it's also going to pull less 5, 10. Oops. 10,
Yeah,
15.
take the spear. Take the spear instead.
Feet closer, and it's going to go ahead and make one bite attack against.
God damn it.
D6 to the side. Less. So Les, this is an attack against you. You are restrained, so the attack is at advantage. That is a 23 to hit.
Fuck! Riposte!
Alright. Low damage on that, though. That's only 15 points.
Okay.
You take 15 points of slashing, or of piercing damage as the bite just jams in, and you instinctively reach in and just hold your spear up vertically as the jaws clamp down. Go ahead and make your attack. It essentially, what the hell's his name? The guy in Dragonheart.
Sean Connery.
No, the other actor, the Quinn.
Wrong. That's Braveheart.
I got a 24.
24 does hit. Go and roll damage on that one.
So this is the thing with the riposte. Can I put more maneuver damage into the riposte because it's technically a hit? Can they stack?
What?
Like, there's a lot of maneuvers that say, like, on a hit, you can do this maneuver damage to add to it. I've already got riposte, so I'm doing.
What would you want to add to it?
I'll try to do goading attack with it.
Goad the target into attacking. Yeah, you can.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so for the riposte damage, I'm going to roll the D6, and the inspiration is for attack damage as well?
No, it's only on the attack to hit.
Okay, I'm going to leave that there. So the riposte hit is going to be 8 plus... So 14 points of damage altogether.
Okay.
For the riposte.
Plus the goading.
Plus the goading.
So that's another D8.
Another D8. So another 5.
Okay, nice.
And he has to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
DC 16. That is a 21.
Fuck!
Yeah, unfortunately. But the one bite attack slams into you, and Allura, you kind of instinctively duck out of the way as the bite just swipes sideways and impacts against Les directly beside you. The two of you are grappled and restrained directly adjacent to the creature, but only Les took the attack.
Leave her alone, you squiddy bitch!
Alright, Leaf, you're up, and Hope you're on deck.
That was my goading. It didn't work.
It didn't work, because it doesn't understand any of that. It doesn't speak any languages.
Jordy, so the one that's got a leaf, how deep underwater is it? Like, if I'm casting a spell, is it done at any sort of disadvantage because it's underwater?
No, because the water is perfectly clear, so you can see everything.
Okay, cool. I want to run up and cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
At this, so I'll get there.
Yeah.
Cast Guiding Bolt I'll do it at first level.
First level Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, because you'd said it looks injured, right?
It looks pretty injured. It's not like death's door, but it looks pretty hurt. You can see that its form has started to shrink down, and less tendrils are coming out of it.
Okay, I just want to, if I'm aiming this, if that's possible, I want to try and hit obviously the base of it, but I want to try and blow off the tendril or the tentacle.
So this is where you have a choice. You can either target the tendril or you can target the creature.
Okay, I was hoping I could target the socket or something.
The tendrils have their own AC and their own hit points.
Get that crab fork right in there, and the juicy meaty parts.
Great. Okay, I want to go for the creature.
Creature? All right.
Yeah.
Go make your attack roll.
I'm trying to figure out if I went and fuck a leaf there. I'm sorry. Then doom you.
Allura, I'm going to attack you something. See
oh, yeah, 21.
21 hits. Roll damage on that one.
Eat. A whole lot of Cool. So that is 16 points of damage.
16 points. This creature definitely on its last legs now. You can see the form starting to shift entirely, gigantic chunks of it being blown apart as it just lights up with this brilliant light underneath. Next attack against the creature is made at advantage.
Okay.
love it.
Shit. Okay. I think... Sorry, I closed roll 20 by accident. I think Achaidh is too far for me, so I can't.
She's 20 feet away from you currently.
Yeah, okay, so I think I've moved. She's 20 feet, but 20 feet in the water, right?
10 feet in the water.
10 feet in the water? Okay.
Yeah, it's 10 feet to the edge of the water, and then another 10 feet of full-on water to get to her.
Okay, I want to, jump in the water.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to rescind that. That's my turn.
Yeah. I was going to say it's an action to kind of grab somebody.
Yeah, no, I was going to try and cast, my Preserve Life. Try and heal there, but it's not a bonus.
Oh, it's not a bonus. All right, fair enough.
Sorry.
All right, Hope, you're up. You've got the creature that's relatively close to you in this pool, crystal clear water at this point. Take a couple steps forward. You'd be able to make an attack at it if you'd like.
Yeah, what kind of attack? Am I able to do a melee weapon, or would it be a ranged attack?
Let me see.
Yeah, you would have to be a ranged attack, because it's not within your range to get there.
Cool. Yeah, and this one is looking pretty hurt.
This one is looking real bad.
Looking ripe.
Ripe for the picking.
Oh my. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Can I cast Firebolt through water?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Then I would like to cast Firebolt through that water at that bitch.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
At that bitch. I thought you said fish.
And did you say it was at advantage because of Leaf's roll, or no?
Yes, the next attack roll against the creature is at advantage.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
You just gotta get a 20, it's that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually worse. So my highest roll was a 13.
13, yeah, the firebolt. You think you've got the creature pegged dead to rights, and then you fire the firebolt off and you realize it's the water doing that weird distortion effect, and all of a sudden this bolt just streaks perfectly downwards and just impacts against the cavern floor. Unfortunately, no effect.
Yeah. Damn it.
Allura, you're on deck.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot else I can do right now, sadly. I think I'm going to hold an attack with my greatsword once again.
You already used your action to cast Firebolt.
Damn it. Okay, I don't really think there's anything I can do then, sadly. So I'm going to move a bit closer to the action, if that's okay.
Yep. There you go.
I've kind of got you on the shoreline. So that works.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for me, sadly. So that's a leaf.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
All right, top of the round, Allura's up. Achaidh, you're on deck.
Okay, I am going to repeat my turn, basically, and try to escape this grapple. That was not a roll. Okay. Sorry, what is the...
Acrobatics.
Thank you. 19?
19 succeeds. So with that, you finally, after the creature's grip loosened last time, you kind of felt how it felt to lose that grip around you. You realize that you can escape from some pretty tight spots. You just suck all of your air in and just drop directly down. You are no longer grappled, and you have your full movement and bonus action available to you.
Okay, I am going to use my full movement and dash, so that's how many feet?
So that's 60 total feet. The creature will get an attack of opportunity against you, though, if you try to leave. Because you didn't attack it.
You're right. Is the attack just the bite attack, or can the attack be the grapple?
You don't know. You've seen it make bite attacks when people try to leave, but you're not sure.
Because an attack is different than grappling, right?
So both of the things that it does are attacks. It's just one of them is a bite attack and one of them is a tendril attack.
Okay. Guess I have to risk it. I can't really... Or do I just attack it?
You've used your action already, so you actually can't even attack it.
Oh, I can't attack it.
Nope.
Well, I'm just gonna try to go and do I'm just trying to go.
Alright.
Cool. I will try to leave and move my full movement. I don't know how far I get.
Alright, so the creature is going to go ahead, and as you're trying to get out of its range, it kind of reaches down, feels you slip through the tentacle, and the bite just kind of to reach down and grab you. Bite attack is a 15?
No!
15 misses. So with that, you are able to drop just out of range of the creature, and you start to streak away. You feel the snapping jaws behind you as it just rips against the air and smashes these rock-hard teeth together. You are able to move 60 feet, 12 squares in whatever direction you want.
Sorry, I'm struggling with this, the app, or the thing on the phone.
Oh, good. Do you want to run back across the bridge?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
It's so glitchy, like I can't look at what I want to look at on it.
No worries. So
Hey,
that's 5,
Jordy,
10,
quick question.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You're almost all the way back across the bridge, only 15 feet away from Leaf.
Okay.
All right, Leaf, what's up? Sorry?
Hey, I know this probably has changed if Allura's left the area, but when she and Les were there, would they have been able to see past that stalactite to kind of what's beyond there?
From their angle, not really.
No? Okay, fair. Cool.
Yeah, you kind of have to get around it a little to get a better view.
That's fair.
All right, so Allura, that's your whole turn. Elith, we come to you.
Hey, so one thing I actually want to mention is that we forgot to, I don't know if the attack on me with the tendril would have made me do a concentration check.
Nope, because it doesn't deal damage. It just grapples you.
Okay. Okay, well, either way, I'm going to drop it now because I want to fuck this thing up, so I might very well cast it well. But from the way that I'm grappled and being pulled under the water, is it even possible for me to fire my bow?
It's possible to fire your bow. You're just firing at disadvantage.
Even with sharps? Yeah, okay. I know already.
Yeah, because it's not cover. It's the restrain on you has you attacking at disadvantage because you can't really move your arms in the right way.
That's fine. And so, Kev/Les, you just did a little bit of Googling about if lightning spells would like transfer the effect. No, that's fine because I'm in the water with it, and I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get zapped.
Yeah, that's why I was checking, because I was like, if I lightning this thing while I'm in water, will that do more damage? Will that hurt me? Will it? And apparently, it's only if the spell says so. If it doesn't say it does more damage in water, then it just doesn't do anything.
That's
unless
good.
the DM just says it does.
I want super zap.
Hell no.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to cast lightning arrow because it's going to mess this thing up whether it hits or not.
All right,
Lightning
sounds good.
arrow is dope. Yeah.
Use another +1 arrow on this one because I don't want to take any chances.
Okay.
Because I'm shooting at disadvantage, you said?
You're shooting at disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. Friggin' frick. All right. 16.
16 misses.
Okay, well, that's fine. It's still going to take 2d8 lightning damage.
All right, let's see if you can hit it.
Well, that's whether or not it gets hit.
No, sorry, I mean drop it.
Okay,
See if you can drop it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm eyeballing. It's got like 9.
Doc, you're on deck. Oh, sorry, Les, you're on deck, I should say.
14 points of damage.
So with that, you pull the arrow back, and you just kind of fire it, and the arrow just streaks off a little bit, and it just impacts against the bottom of the cavern, and then all of a sudden, and the creature just fries inside, and all the tendrils wrap back into the body, and all of a sudden it just becomes a burning husk, dead underneath the water. Elith, you are no longer grappled or restrained.
Thank goodness. Okay, so then I'm going to use my action, or the rest of my movement to just sort of get to dry land.
Yeah, so you've got, you'd have to use 10 feet of your movement to get up to the surface because you were underneath the water, and then you can go another 10, 20, so you're kind of right on the edge of the water.
Yeah, I'm just going to go here.
There you go. Perfect. All right, right on the edge of the water there. All right, so the fear effect is dropped on that creature. However, next up we come to Les. One-on-one, mano-y-mano, mano-y.
All right, well,
Les,
I'm
how
gonna
are you looking? Like,
I'm okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
is he good? Okay.
Not that bad.
Yeah, he's only taking 2 hits.
Okay, let's see. Okay, attack at disadvantage or try to get out of grapple. I will try to get out of grapple with my athletics check, yeah?
All right, go for it. Make your athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh, I got my inspiration, though, if I need to.
If you need to, yeah.
And a 1. Fuck. And a 2. Double fuck. Yeah, nope, I'm stuck.
All right, so Les, you just kind of trying to get out. You seeing Allura do it. You're like, oh, maybe I can do it the same way. And then you realize that your armor just doesn't really move the same way you do. So you just kind of suck your air in, and then the creature just grabs you a little bit tighter.
Wanna action surge. Fuck, I can't take another hit like that. You know what? I'll let you decide this, Jordy.
Okay.
I have Gust of Wind. Would I be able to use Gust of Wind to push the creature towards my friend so they can try to hit it? No, okay.
Gust of Wind is not that strong.
Just like a propeller. Okay.
Yeah, you'd literally be holding up one of those, like, the fans.
Helicopter.
Yeah, the little fans that people use when they're in their car in Arizona against like a 10 or 20 by 10 by 10 foot gigantic creature.
The monsters go out pretty much after me, don't they?
You're not sure? You know that the one that disappeared underneath the water hasn't gone in a while, and then the doctor usually fires off a couple of blasts from that, but then, yeah.
All right, fuck it, I'll action surge.
Action surge, all right. You want to try and break the grapple or attack the creature?
Yeah, how's the creature looking? It's like not hurt at all.
Not hurt. It's only taken 2 real attacks, one from Allura, one from me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. No. So I can make 1 attack at disadvantage. I have extra attacks, so I can make 2 attacks at disadvantage, right?
Correct.
All right,
and you can choose if you want to attack the tendril, which will break the grapple, or attack the creature to try and deal damage.
All right, let's attack the tendril for the first attack.
Okay, first one at disadvantage. Go and make your attack.
Whoa. What the goddamn?
Did you do it?
No!
Oh.
Got a 6 and an 18.
Yeah.
Even if 6 plus 6 plus 8, would that break it?
Well, 6 plus 6 plus 8 is 20, so you'd have to roll a d6 and hit a 6 on the d6. Because it's a d6 for the inspiration, not just 6.
No, with the inspiration.
Yeah, so you'd have to roll a 6 on the d6.
Oh, fuck, that's a gamble and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it would be glorious if it worked.
Fuck it, I'm doing it.
You gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Alright. Using your inspiration?
And don't fuck me. Yeah, I did it! I can show you on the camera. No! Then it moved it. It was a 6, I swear to God.
Alright, I'll believe you. Alright, so that's a total of 20, so 20 does hit. So go and roll your damage for the spear against the tendril.
I gotta just remember to take this thing off. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are you moving your whole laptop? It's a webcam.
I know, I'm just stupid. But I swear to God, I rolled a 6.
I know, it's all good.
Cool. Fuck, that was awesome. Okay, so missed that first one. Second one. No, this is the first one, right?
This is the first one, yeah.
Break free.
So
holy shit!
You don't break free. You still have to roll damage because there's a chance you don't deal enough damage to actually break the tendril.
Oh what? Oh son of a bitch! Well, I'm gonna so put a maneuver into this mother effer. Maneuver. Let's do a trip attack. I don't think so.
I'm gonna trip the tendril.
Distracting strike. Why not?
All right.
Other people can have advantage.
Cool.
So that's it's an 8 plus 6.
That is enough. Less, you are no longer grappled. You fall to the ground adjacent to the creature.
Yes!
You're still within range for your second attack.
Okay.
That you can make against the creature itself. No longer a disadvantage.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna move. Okay. If I move away, it has opportunity attack. Can I try moving around it?
I will just remind you that a full turn hasn't gone by since Allura ran away. So it tried to attack her, so you don't know if it'll get an attack against you as well, or if you think you're free to leave.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to...
You got your second attack regardless.
Yeah, I'm going to try to just kind of run behind it, kind of try to look behind me in that area just to see if there's anything, if I can see into this area that's blacked out.
Okay, you certainly can see into the area that's blacked out. Let's see here. So, Les, you'll be able to see...
like 3 more.
That.
Okay,
You see that the cave seems to narrow a little bit and seems to continue forward into another chamber beyond.
Okay, so I'm gonna. This is something I've been thinking about trying to do.
Yeah.
And I want to get your opinion before I try, because I don't want to try it and then be like, well, I guess I don't know if that's a metagamey thing though. I'm just gonna do it because I don't want to metagame this. Like, if I did this, would it work? Because I should do it first, right?
Well, it depends on what it is. Just tell me what it is.
Okay. I was gonna try to run away from it and cast Fog Cloud on myself, obscuring its vision, so that if it tried to grab me, it would be at disadvantage for it.
Okay.
Like,
in theory, yes, but you've already used your action to make 2 attacks, and you've only used one of those. You would have to have your full action to be able to do that.
And I've used Action Surge already?
You've used Action Surge, and you use your first attack from the Action Surge to sever the tendril, so all you have left is your second regular attack. You can't cast a spell for that. But in theory, I can tell you that is something that would work.
Right. Fuck. Okay, well, good to know. I've been trying to find good ways to use that goddamn Fog Cloud.
Yeah. All right, so you've got an extra spear attack that you can just fire against the creature if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just not much point getting distance on this thing because they can just grab me again.
You do know from what you saw before, when you were in the water, that it wasn't able to pull you all the way towards it.
That's right. Okay, I'm gonna get some distance on this thing.
Do you want to attack it before you move?
Yeah, I'm gonna get another Blood Spear attack on it.
Go for it. Make your attack. So this one is not a disadvantage.
Fuck. There's the 19. Jesus Christ. Plus 8.
Yeah, 27 will hit. Go and roll damage on that one.
All right. Another maneuver. So I did a Distracting Strike before.
Yep. So next attack by any other creature against this is at advantage, just so you guys are all aware.
And... Actually, you know what? I'm going to save that last
Save the last
maneuver.
One? All right. Just use your regular damage then.
Yeah, so that's going to be a d6 plus 6. 5 plus 6, so 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage, all right.
And
Nice
then I'm
heavy
going to move away
impact.
from it.
All right, what direction do you want to move?
This way.
All right, so you're moving further and further into the cave. All right, so you get a little bit more vision showing up for you here. And that'll bring us pretty much right to the edge of this map.
Ooh.
All right, so that's going to be Les's whole turn. After Les, we come to Roper number 1.
Bonus action, second wind. Then
Bonus
I'm done.
action, section 1. All right, so D10 plus your fighter level.
Yeah.
All right, so this creature no longer under the fear effect. Let's see.
Runs after last.
Oh my god, I got a 1. Give me a goddamn break.
Yeah, the creature is only able to go 5, 10 feet because it's underneath the water. Let's see if it's in range. I don't think it is. 65. Nope, it is not in range. Allura, you're out of range of anything. So this creature, you start to see some of the tendrils coming up out of the water, and there are now 6 tendrils floating above this creature in the water, but it is unable to do anything else. Doctor, you're up.
Cool. Can I see the fella? It's a roper, you called it?
It's a roper, yeah. You can currently see neither of those creatures. One of them is too far off into the darkness, and one of them is in the water on the other side of the stalagmite.
Great. Love that for me. I'm going to... If I get up to where Allura is at, can I see the one that had less?
The one that had less?
Yeah.
I don't believe so, because your dark vision is 60 feet, right?
Let me double check. Correct.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to, because this would be the closest square you can get to it. You'd be 70 feet away. You wouldn't be able to see where it is. You could fire at disadvantage into the darkness vaguely where it is, but it wouldn't be straight attacks.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm going to hop up then and get... I'm going to get to about the... Sorry?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anywhere 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That's okay. If I end up like here, though, which is the limit of my movement, it appears.
Yeah.
Kind of having an idea of what is going on there.
Yeah, you'd be able to make attacks at disadvantage, but you've still got a chance at hitting it.
Great. I'd like to drop a fireball into it.
Oh, that works too.
Good. Big fan.
What's the radius on fireballs? 20 feet?
It is at 20 feet, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you're only able to hit one of them, but that's fine. So yeah, so this one
I'm
easily
fine with
enough. You know vaguely where it is from the screams that you had heard earlier. So yeah,
that's all I need.
Go ahead and makes a dex save, and that is
a lot of swearing on my end.
Oh yeah, that's no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these things could barely make your save even if they natural 20.
That is the plan. Cool. So again, I'm just going to roll 5 twice. Wow. Hold on, I need my math thing.
For that taco
Someone throw this to a commercial real quick.
I rolled a 6 on that. That was dope. All risk, all reward.
6. And the other half. 2 of those fell out.
I wish I just took the goddamn thing off.
God damn it.
I wanted to
Stay in
show
the dice
you
tray.
that it was so sick.
Are you using your dice tray?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Okay.
Of course. Gotta rep the Wizard's Vault. That's right, themed dice tray.
Oh, wow. That's a 40, Jordy.
40 points of damage.
Oh!
Yeah.
Heavy impact. So Les, you kind of looking back are able to see, just kind of looking out and trying to figure out what's going on. Looking ahead, the darkness is really starting to creep in, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's a good amount of light, and then you turn back and you just see this tiny streak of light come through, and then rip around and wrap the entire stalagmite that you had just been attached to in a wreath of flame as you just kind of like look down and just go, my spear! But know that it's probably still going to be okay.
You knew I was away from that thing, right?
Cool guys don't look at explosions, Les.
my eyes!
Alright, so Doc, that's your action and your movement. Nothing as a bonus, I'm guessing?
I got nothing.
Alright, last up is the center roper, and then Leaf, you're on deck after this guy. So this one here, Les...
Did our order get futzed around?
No. Doc
Okay,
and then
I'm
the
just...
2 ropers, and then Leaf
gotcha.
and Hope. So Les, this one doesn't like
right.
the fact that its dinner is getting away. It's going to go ahead and make a series of tendril attacks as 6 new tendrils all reach out from within the creature. First one...
God damn it!
First one is a 9.
Boo! No!
Second one is a 15.
No!
Third one, 13.
No!
Fourth one is a 26.
Damn it!
All right, so the tendril reaches out towards you, grabs onto you. You are restrained and grappled again, and then you are moved 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet back towards the creature.
Come on!
As it then makes a bite attack against you with its last attack.
All that coolness was so undone.
And it's a 20. Dirty 20.
Fuck!
Bite attack.
I'm saying it all out loud, too, in the exact same way.
Everyone's just hearing in the darkness, just, gotcha, shit! All right, it's a total of 18 points of piercing damage as the bite attack just crams into you again, the teeth just gnashing away, your blood starting to pour inside its socket, but still standing and looking pretty hurt. You're a little bit closer to it now. You can see that a lot of the edges are badly burned, and one of the eyes is starting to pop out of it a little bit.
I thought we were friends!
All right, that's going to be its turn. Next up, Leaf. Hope you're on deck.
Okay, cool. So having seen where the... we'll just... would I be able to hit that thing with a guiding bolt? I know I don't have dark vision. I'm guessing... with the knowledge that they move slowly and seeing the whole cavern lit up by a fireball, be enough that I can triangulate a shot there?
I'll say you can make a bonus action to make a perception check.
Okay, cool. I will do that now. Yeah, that's cool. Perception. Oh my goodness. Cool, that is a 18.
18? I'll say that's high enough, sure. You can make an...
Okay.
A good estimation of where you believe the creature is.
Cool. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see, I think I'm close enough to... Oh, I gotta get one more.
Yeah.
Oh, attacks on it will have advantage. Whoever hits it next.
Cool, that's me.
Yeah. So you
cool,
you're kind of firing into the darkness, so it's disadvantage, advantage, so it'll be a straight roll.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Right.
Guiding bolt at 3rd level.
3rd level, all right. Fire it away.
Yeah.
Oh God, please don't hit me.
Hell yeah, that's a 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, cool.
I think that should be enough.
That is...
Oh, Lord.
Okay, sorry, this is radiant.
Yeah.
This is 22 points of damage.
So with that, less you just kind of like getting grabbed by the creature again, biting attacks coming down, your body starting to get slowly enveloped by the creature. All of a sudden, you just hear a... and then all of a sudden look up, and this radiant bolt of energy just cuts through the back of the mouth, and then right beside your ear, and then all of a sudden just laser swords upwards as the creature folds in half. You are no longer grappled or restrained as it falls to the ground.
That's that for us.
That's my full turn. I'll go. All right, you good? You good over there?
Yeah, it smells a bit weird, but I'll be all right.
Smells
I've
like
heard
rocks.
it's an acquired taste.
All right, so Leaf, that's your whole turn. Hope, you're up, and Allura, you're on deck.
Great. Am I able to move close enough to be able to use Firebolt on the creature?
The one around the other side, it's a little bit difficult to see. Yeah, I'd say you'd be in range, but you wouldn't actually be able to see the creature, so there wasn't a way for you to attack it. The best you could do would be able to hold Firebolt until it came into view.
Okay. What I might do then is move... what if I move closer, use my full 30 feet of movement, and then as a bonus action, Misty Step another 30 feet.
Into the water?
Oh, I can't see the map 30, so I really...
right, sorry.
They could Misty Step, further up the... if you want to stay dry, you could Misty Step up kind of the peninsula.
Yeah, you'd be able to get to a point on dry land where you could cast the spell if you wanted to.
Is that not 2 spells in the same turn, though, Jordy?
Firebolt is a cantrip, so it doesn't count.
I'm a fool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they could do that. That'd be right
so
there.
30 to there and 30 to there, so that'll be the square they end up on.
Cool. Damn. Big plays.
All right, so you've got a Firebolt cantrip. You're firing it into the water. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah.
Going full anime.
Oh, yeah, finally. 25 to hit.
25 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Spicy.
Thank fuck for that, because find me a really good roll.
And then we'd kill these things, and then 5 more are in the darkness ahead.
I'm not that much of a jackass.
That's something I would do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not you, Kevin. All right, what's your damage on that one?
That is 22 Armies.
22?
Yeah, Fireball is 2d10 plus intelligence plus proficiency.
That's to hit. The damage is just 2d10.
Oh, okay.
So-
My apologies.
No
17
worries.
then.
So 17. All right, still really good damage. That's awesome. So plus 5. All right, awesome. So yeah, a nice heavy impact as Hope stepping forward, fully getting a view on one of these creatures and just firing that that firebolt, getting a little frustrated at how evasive these things have been for creatures that move so fucking slow. You just streak that bolt out, and it's just a single pinpoint of fire energy, cuts through the water, impacts against the creature, and this little bubbling of hot bubbles come up from underneath the water.
Kamehameha!
Nicely done. All right, so Hope that's your full turn. Allura, we come to you. Leaf, you're on deck. Oh, you're muted.
Hello.
There she is.
Hey,
We just have the one left.
Yes,
So we
just
can
the one
see-
left.
Uno.
I am going to take one step forward,
Okay.
and then I am going to say, "You're so lame and rocky and annoying, and I hate you."
And what are you
And then
casting?
I'm going, vicious mockery.
I gotta read this.
That was pretty vicious.
You. Laura's not
It
really.
need
that
not
vicious.
understand you. All right, makes a wisdom saving throw.
It just feels
Damn. I was really hoping that the no languages thing would just be like, you are so stupid and ugly and fuck you, and it just keeps moving.
It could just be like listening to modem sounds for all it's concerned.
That is a 6. Go ahead and roll your damage.
How
for that
come
one.
everyone else's saving throw is so low, and then when I try to do it, it was like...
It's got a +3 to its wisdom save, so it's
It's a
unfortunately...
smart moving rock squid.
No. Intelligence, not... It's wise. It is not smart.
I guess so.
All right, Allura, what's your damage on that?
It's wise,
One.
see?
1?
One.
Really?
Yeah, it's just 1d4 of psychic damage.
But it also has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was okay, but
That's good.
the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to.
-1.
I'm sad for some reason.
No.
From there, I am going to use a bonus action. How does a leaf look?
A leaf?
A leaf
Yeah.
looks like she's at about like a little less than a quarter of her regular strength.
Cool. I'm
She's
going
standing
to.
still.
I'm just gonna be this really lame like light support character right now, because I'm not getting any closer to that thing.
No,
I'm going
don't.
to use. Wait, am I able to? Can I cast Healing Word if I've casted Vicious Mockery?
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, so yes, you can.
Right, and then the Healing Word is a first level evocation.
Correct. So you can only cast one leveled spell per round, but you can cast a cantrip and a leveled spell.
Okay, cool. So I would like to, take out my little dagger and do a little like loop around my head and spin, and then give a little nod to Elif and cast Healing Word. So. Again, 1d4.
But this one gets bonuses.
Plus my spellcasting ability modifier,
Which is charisma.
which is charisma. So, okay, so you get 4 points of hit points.
Alright, Elif, you heal for 4.
Sweet.
Alright, so that's,
We might
you've got a
take a
little bit of
short rest
movement left
after
if you
this,
want to
right?
go anywhere else. Or sorry, 25 feet.
I have a
into
lot
it.
of movement. I only move.
Yeah, you only move 5 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go and just get a little bit closer to. Ooh, that's too much. Where was it? The heck was I? I was right here, so I'm gonna go right. No.
You can basically go right beside Hope.
Yeah, right. Well, I think I have to go back one. I'm just struggling on my
It's
phone.
fine. It's close enough.
I'm just trying
There
to
you
be
go.
a little closer to where Les is. So
Yeah,
that we're not
a little bit
split out.
closer on the far side. All right. Perfect. All right, so that's going to be your turn. Alith, you're up. And Les,
Right.
you're on deck.
I'm just gonna let's see. I'm just going to Hunter's Mark the fucker.
Okay, Hunter's marked.
We're at it.
Go for it. Make your 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to get a little bit closer to be able to attack it normally, so just move yourself a little bit. Probably to
over
about there or so.
Here?
Yeah, you'd have to be a little further over. Just make sure you're not clipping the edge of the stalagmite. There you go. Yep. All right, go ahead and make your attacks.
Right.
Would you like to use sharpshooter?
I'm not confident about sharpshooter because I know this thing is quite armored. So I'm a little nervous about that. That's why I did the Hunter's Mark, because it'll give me an extra d6 of damage.
Fair enough. All right, go ahead and roll the attack.
So, yeah, see, there we go. It's 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Yeah. All right. Oh, it's even worse. 14.
14, yeah. So this one, the creature underneath the water, and just on the other side of that stalagmite, you think you've got it, knock your first arrow, and it impacts against the water, and then kind of skips across the surface of the water. Second one, you think you've got it, and this one just goes a little bit too low, and it just falls off and peters off before impacting. No damage.
Yeah. All right. And so, sorry, looking around, I don't see any more of these creatures, right?
No, you guys have been fighting for long enough, and there's been enough noise that nothing else seems to be coming into the area.
Okay, I'm just going to kind of take another step back again.
Okay.
To try to get myself out of its tentacle range, because I don't want to get sucked in again.
Sounds good. All right, that's going to be your whole turn. Next up, we come to the creature. Oh, no, sorry, to Les.
It's me, Mario.
It's a you.
All right.
What to do?
So, I am going to. Let's see. I'm afraid of it. How far is 60? Let's see how far in relation to this thing. If I move to around here.
Yep.
Something around the little stalactite mark here. I have to go a little bit closer. Boop. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement. Put my hand out. Frozen spoon comes out. Put the vial of acid. Do the catapult spell.
All right. So what does it do?
You got to make a dexterity saving throw and beat a 15. Yeah, I knew it was slow as fuck. All right, it's gonna take a lot of damage.
All right.
Hold still, you squirmy bastard. All right. So 3d8 plus 2d6.
It's a shame tainting that crystal clear water.
It hurts my heart, but they started it.
Like, a ways down, there's like a gnome family that drinks this water.
You straight Kefka this water supply.
This is run into my granny's house.
No, she's on the other side.
Perfect.
21 points of damage.
21, nice. Heavy impact is less. You just kind of get really fed up, and the gigantic ice spoon folds in the air.
Squid blood all over me.
The spring impacting against the ground, and you jump up, grab both hands, and then.
And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go back here.
All right, sounds good. That's going to be your whole turn. After you, we come to Zeroper, and the dock is on deck. So this thing, 5, 10, 15, because it's kind of on the thing. 20. All right, we got 6 tendrils coming out, and it's just going to go rapid fire machine gun down the line. Hope, Allura, Leith, and Leaf. This is going to be one attack against each of you.
God.
So Hope first. That is a 20. Hit. Second one is against Allura. That is a 12.
Yes!
Oh my god, against a Leaf, that's even less. That's a 9.
Finally.
And fuck, I lost my die. Against Leaf. Oh shit, that's a natural 20. Switch dice and get really lucky. But it's okay, this is just the tendril attack. So you two are grappled and restrained.
Okay.
And it's going to reel you. Move both of you 25 feet towards it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, just out of range. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, both of you are out of range. It's unable to make its bite attack. That is its entire turn. After that, we come to the Doctor. Doc.
Love it. Well, I'm out of fireballs, which is a shame for me.
But this creature is now up on dry land in plain view of everybody.
Big fan. I'm going to try and drop some Eldritch Blast into it, Jordy.
Go for it. Regular attacks. Go and make them.
Regular attacks. Okay. Jordy.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
First one.
First one done. Second.
No, come back. Okay. That is a 15, so that won't do it.
15 will miss, but the natural 20, go for it.
I love that. I love that for us.
There's an natural.
I should just keep this dice out of the dice box, but I'm not that smart. No, that's on my phone. That's not on the dice tray. There we go. That's a 16, Jordy.
16 points. Nice.
Double 8.
Perfect.
Nice. Full
right.
damage on that.
Plus your modifier, right?
Oh yes, of course. How silly of me.
So minus.
Yeah, so that's 21.
5 points. Nice. So yes, for the Doctor, the first blast, you kind of prep both of them, one in each hand, and the one in your right hand just fires a little harder, throws you off balance, so the second one misses. But that heavy impact against the maw of the creature, some of the shards of teeth are breaking inside. You can see it's definitely starting to look hurt.
Good, big fan of that. And I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
All right, stay where you are. Next up, we come to Leaf. Hope, you're on deck.
Well, I'm going to try and break out of this.
All right, so it's an athletics check at disadvantage to try and break it, or you can try and attack the tendril.
Okay. Is the tendril attack at disadvantage as well?
It is, yeah, because you're restrained.
Okay. Cool. Then I am going to try and break the grapple.
All right, go make your athletics check at disadvantage.
All right, so that first one was a natural 20. Let's see how we're going.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. 19.
19 is enough. So Leaf, you kind of reaching down, grabbing the tendril and just pulling it apart just enough to be able to get out. You just drop into the water. You are now underwater, but you are no longer grappled by the creature.
Okay. To break, that's a full action, right?
It's a full action to break it, yeah.
Okay. So I was going to try and swim over and help Hope. But that is the help action is... Okay, so I think all I can
action in your movement left.
Yeah, I think all I can do is 1, so that's 10, 20, or sorry, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just climb up onto land.
Yep.
And
you got a bonus
that'll be
action
my
left.
turn.
No bonus?
Yeah, no, that'll be my turn.
All right, Hope, you're up. Grappled by the creature, being pulled towards it a little bit on top of the water, kind of skimming across the top. What do you want to do?
I want to try and attack it.
All right, so you can attack the tendril. Go and make your first attack against it at disadvantage.
Ooh, completely, somehow threw my dice and bounced off the side of the dice tray, and it came back to me like the worst basketball move ever. Do I get any additions like proficiency or initiative or anything like that?
Yeah, it's a regular attack, so you just make a regular attack against the tendril. So it's plus your proficiency plus strength.
Cool. So that is a 25.
25 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the tendril.
Thank you. I'm assuming I used my great sword, although I didn't actually specify.
I don't think you have another melee weapon, so I assume you use the greatsword.
They have like a toothbrush shank that we made when we were pit fighting.
All right.
Old boot knife, like okay.
The old boot knife. I love it.
That's not a knife.
That is 13 points of damage.
13 points is enough to drop the tendril. So with that, you're just sliced directly through, and the tendril just falls to the wayside. You splash into the water. You're now underwater, about 10 feet under, but you do have your movement and your second attack left to you.
Yeah. How far away am I from the actual creature?
From the creature, you could swim. You could use your movement to get up onto the stalagmite beside it, and be able to attack it again directly if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
All right, so go ahead. You get to make your second attack directly against the creature. No disadvantage, just a straight roll.
Get it.
Dunk it.
Take it down.
Okay, 26.
26 hits.
Great.
Mike, the
And
stupid
I'm
rocks.
going to add, is it possible to add a level 1 Divine Smite at this time?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Hallelujah.
All right, so the extra 2d8s.
Praise be to God.
That is 22 damage.
22. Damn, creature's looking rough. All right, yeah, so I hope you just swing straight through, cleaving through the tendril holding you, splash down into the water, and then rapidly swim over to directly beside the creature. One hand grab onto the stalagmite, other hand just tear into the side of the creature, radiant energy spattering blood across the rock. Creature's looking rough at this point.
Hero style.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Why
blowing
is
their
that
nose, I think.
Amazing.
All right, so that is Hope's turn. Top of the round, Allura and Aleth, you're on deck.
Okay, I need to pull up the thing. Okay, so currently Hope is grappled beside the creature.
Nope, Hope is just engaged. They broke their
They're
grapple.
chilling.
Okay.
So you've got free reign. The creature is not doing anything to anybody at the moment.
Okay, and so do I know how deep this water is?
The water is crystal clear, and with a little bit of light that's still floating around, you'd reckon it's probably about 20, 25 feet deep.
Right, so with my movement, I could not get to melee with it.
No, you
because-
couldn't. At best, you could do ranged.
Cool. I will shoot my little hand cross.
All right, make your attack.
And I would get sneak attack with that, correct?
If you hit.
Yes, okay. That was off. Okay. So, 21?
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
Yo, this is gonna hurt.
Okay, so this is 66. Ooh, this is a good roll.
We like to hear.
$24 points of damage.
Allura.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Get revenge on the squiddy mother effer.
Allura's gonna be just kind of like super annoyed and just kind of like look over her shoulder and then just like almost from the hip take a shot. And these things don't have eyes.
They've kind of got like what looked like rocks with vertical pupils in them that are kind of moving in and out, but they are a little
Cool.
squishy.
Can I like wait till it's kind of like opening its mouth a little because it's a little beak, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's opening its mouth and I want to like shoot it like through the roof of its mouth.
All right. So waiting for that, seeing Hope getting a little bit engaged, knowing that's okay, Hope's got this. And you kind of turn away, trying to figure out exactly where Les is, look back, and Hope's just fighting the creature, kind of holding onto the side and just fire your shot, and it just fires straight through, impacts against the top of the mouth, through the top of the mouth, out the top of the eye, and then the creature moves forward and impales its own eye onto your bolt as it just falls forward, blood pouring almost on top of Hope as the creature just topples over and falls into the ground, and then you just feel a
Bathe in the blood of your enemies.
you feel a as the bolt returns.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right.
Like Indiana Jones style, just like
Those were
I'm done now.
So
those
with
were
that,
super annoying.
yeah, they're not super strong. They're just irritating. So
Is everyone
with-
okay?
That about myself, actually. That's fair.
not super strong. I'm just really irritating.
Look behind my little stalactite. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Is everybody okay? Is everybody
Everyone cool?
Oh, Loiv.
Elise? How are you doing?
Oh, like Elise has like teeth marks kind of still on her. They're sort of like the bleeding is slowed to a trickle, but she's still a little like, I'm all right. I'm with it. It's fine. Probably not in good shape for another scrap, but I'm not about to fall over.
Yeah, I
Should
don't
we
know if I
maybe
can-
take a quick little resty to make sure we're all not dying?
Yeah, we can do a little top up.
Yeah,
Just a
I need
little-
to
a
rest
little-
my weary bones.
Yeah.
So kind of.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Alif, Alif! I'm gonna come see you. And
Oh, well, I'd welcome that, as always.
yeah, I don't know if that means that I'm gonna have to do like a dramatic swim, but like,
Pseudo dramatic
I would-
swim.
it's like, I'm coming! And I'm just moving really slowly because I'm
Like
half
full
speed.
armor.
Are Hope's horns like sticking up out of the water as they swim, like
Yeah,
the rest of them?
They're kind of doing like the really awkward butterfly stroke where it's just like head up out of the water and then sploosh.
Use all of your arms, not just your wrists.
But eventually they do make it
motion.
across to the other side without issue, and all of you kind of battered, broken, but not battered and bruised, but not broken. Trying to decide if you wanted to take a short rest, I'm guessing.
I would love to take a short rest.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 30% of health.
Okay.
All right. Well, you do know there's a nice little entrance area that seems to be relatively good for relaxing and resting a bit, so you could make your way back to the front
should I go
entrance of
back
the
to the
cave if you
camp?
so
Oh, yeah,
choose.
just the campsite that was there
Yeah,
before.
just a couple
Yeah, I
hundred feet
think
away.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's like somebody planned it.
And I'm gonna pick up my spear.
All right, so you do
As
pick up
well.
your lightning javelin, and all of you can start to make your way back into.
Don't worry, we'll get him next time.
Hey, Jordy,
It's fine.
Yes, sir.
can Rick act on my short rest?
Yeah, he can because he's not recovering anything.
I would like that.
All right.
I would just like him to do a little fly out over the water towards the left
Sure.
and just see what's going on there.
Okay. So with that, flying out over the water, I'll go ahead and get you to make a perception check for Rick.
You got it. Okay, that's pretty good. What's Rick's perception? Rick just has base perception. That's right. That's an 18, Jordy.
18. All right. So Rick flying out over the side there, he does see that there's a little bit of a spit of land. In comparison to the others having stalagmites, this one just kind of looks like it's a little bit of rock outcropping that you're able to stand on top of. The water is again very crisp, clear. He doesn't really notice anything per se, just kind of looking around there. Anything on the surface he doesn't see, but he's not able to really go underwater unless you want to send him under.
No, he's a flying boy. Is there anything on the little island there?
Just a little bit of rock and debris that's fallen down from the ceiling.
Okay, from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The ceiling's about 30 feet, 40 feet up.
Okay, I'm gonna make note of that and let Les know because he likes the water so much, and I want him to enjoy his life.
I don't know.
That there's a little island he could get to,
All right.
which might be fun for him.
Perfect. All right, so all of you taking a short rest here. You can go ahead and recover your hit points if you want to use some hit dice.
Oh, Emmer's got it.
Emmer's got their finger up. Go for it.
Yeah. So as soon as I kind of, after my dramatic swim towards Elise, like, I give them, I'm like, can I hug you?
Oh, I'd love a hug.
And I give them a big hug and give them 25 hit points with lay on hands at the same time. So it's a really warm.
That hug felt really twinkly.
I like to give twinkly hugs.
That makes sense for you, Hope. Thank you. I feel a lot better.
I'm glad. I'm really glad I could help, finally.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Allura would kind of keep, because she didn't take any damage, so she would kind of keep watch through.
Keep an eye out on the entrance of the cave.
Yeah, at the entrance to our resting spot, I would kind of just be kind of hid in the corner, watching, make sure that no one sneaks up on us while everyone else is regaining their health and hit points and such.
Yeah, easy enough to do. You've got a really good clear shot view to the entrance to the main cavern structure. Anything coming in from the other side, you'd imagine you'd probably hear coming across, but the hour for the short rest passes without incident. Everybody healing up, so you can all roll your hit dice to recover some hit points.
Les, before you do anything, or if you were going to do anything, I kind of, once we've hit this campground, I kind of check in with you. How are you feeling, Les?
It hurts. It hurts.
Do you need a twinkly hug?
Please, hug me.
And I also give Les 25 hit points with a lay on hands hug.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Hopefully that helps. This is me hugging Les and stroking Les's back.
I feel so reassured and warm and fuzzy. Thank you so much. I am not a failure. I am awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
That was exciting, gang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a challenge, for sure. Glad we all made it through that. Moiti, is it worth us seeing what else is at the bottom of those, the pools now that those creatures are gone?
I don't see why not.
I really hope there's not more. I don't know if I could take another one of those.
You said Rick saw something over on the.
Oh yeah, Les. There's a little island over there that you could swim to, and you could declare it Les Island or something.
Is it gonna have tendrils and try to eat me as well?
It does not appear to have tendrils. There's just some stuff on it.
All right.
Is the walls, do we think we could kind of, I know that whole area was all water, but could we maybe do some bouldering along the walls?
Yeah,
I've got my climbing gear.
The walls are pretty rough edge. They're not very well tooled or worked in any way. You could try and just climb along the wall if you wanted to using your climbing gear, if you didn't want to swim.
B2. Yeah. Oh.
Although, Allura, you are one of the only people who hasn't yet dunked into the water, so.
What's the temperature
of the water? It's ice.
It's like glacial, right?
What temperature is it?
Oh, just outside or in the water? Outside, it's...
what, am I hot right now? Am I
right now, it's pretty warm. Between your blood temperature rising from the fight and taking the extra damage and your skin becoming hot from that, and then the healing and recovering in a little bit, it's starting to get a little sticky.
Okay. I mean, I didn't take any damage.
Didn't you get attacked by one of the bites?
No, it didn't hit me.
Oh, it didn't hit you. Well, you still got hit by all the tendrils, so you were wrapped up in this really warm creature.
Okay, that's fair.
Warm embraceable.
But we are really high. We're on a mountain basically, right? So it would be pretty cold.
The water would so the
glacier water?
Yeah, the water would be ice cold. The temperature within the cavern is cool.
Yeah, okay. Allura, I do still have the heart of cinnamon, which
we're actually all.
So, yeah.
Right. I mean, if I can avoid getting wet right now, I will. But
I love getting wet. I will go into the pool, no problem.
All right.
We know that, Les. We all know that you will take any excuse to cause havoc and swim.
I have an idea. How about, Les, you give Allura a ride on your back whilst you swim in the water?
I do not get rid of. That is not something I'm into.
All right.
I am not a subservient animal like Cinnamon. I don't have people ride me.
Whoa.
Hey, gang, let's not. That was a fun idea. Let's not get in. Also,
I'm
let's
making
not rock it
popcorn,
until you
Jordy.
try.
Yeah, I believe it. Some fireworks about to go off.
Oh my goodness.
I just take off in a huff to the water.
All right. So you find yourself at the water's
This
edge.
was not how we anticipated. this.
Weird.
What are we hoping to find here?
Sploosh.
What is our goal in going further into these caves? Were we thinking we were gonna find something, information,
I think.
loot? What was?
Yeah, any potential information. I mean, we know whatever's coming is coming from this, the general area of the High Forest. Maybe there will be some sort of tie-in here.
Okay.
Are we also going to see if these caves held a way sort of like through some of the mountain range as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you have to completely divert around them, which adds about 2 to 3 days on the trip to the Grandfather Tree.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, I want to double check. When Achaidh made the check, she sensed fiends, right?
She sensed fiends. Hang on, let me
Elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
elementals, fae, fiends,
So, I mean, we know there's some sort of fiendish something in this area.
Yeah, around here anyway.
Yeah, we should figure that out. Maybe that'll piece things together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's nothing this way. In that cavern, the only direction that there might be a further passage is around the corner on the water.
No, I think we can continue going further in, right?
Yeah, so the land spit to where where that single stalagmite was, just on the land, that opens up into another cavern. I haven't shown you guys that map yet. So you can continue going on that way, just kind of following the land path, but less kind of on track with that. As you're going and swimming around, do you want to go take a look at the little island that the doctor mentioned?
Yeah, I'll be swimming around, looking around for any more shiny things or metal pieces or anything.
All right, go and make a
I'm
perception check.
gonna be cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna just swim any big rock. I'm looking for tendrils. I'm looking for squid-like things. I'll look at rocks and be like, okay.
All right. So go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right.
Hey, Jordy.
Yes, sir.
Just while Les is doing that, I'm going to have Rick just kind of circle and make sure that he's safe.
Yeah, Rick spent
'Cause I
enough
care
time
about
there
my friend.
essentially making sure that nothing was just going to and grab him. So he's still there checking, but yeah, nothing seems to be
18.
coming out. Sorry, what was that one?
18.
18. Okay. So Les, as you're underneath the water, excuse me, you notice that the rest of the walls are not sheer, but they kind of curve and then eventually come to like a basin style. But the far wall, right at the very, very back, the wall itself is perfectly flat. And it doesn't actually curve the way that the bottom does. And eventually you kind of swim a little bit deeper down. You're about 25, 30 feet down. And you actually notice that the sheer rock wall is a hard cut area with a very narrow, about 4 foot wide, perfectly flat passageway underneath it.
I would like to look into this passageway.
All right, so diving down, you're not sure how far the path is going to go, but you take a breath for yourself, able to breathe underwater.
I don't need to.
No, you just breathe a little bit underwater. And clearing the low flat shelf, you see that there's a rocky path. It's difficult to make out at first, but you start to notice that off in the distance, you start to see a couple of multicolored flowers. Orange, yellow, red blossoms are dotting the walls, the base of the passageway, and the ceiling, and it kind of opens up a little bit. So if you can imagine, you're kind of going through a very, very narrow area for the first little bit, and then it kind of opens in both directions into a wider area that you can swim a little bit more easily. But you're getting a good probably 60, 70 feet away from the entrance at this point, and the path just continues on.
This is so pretty. Leaf would be so jealous. So I kind of go up. So these multicolored flowers,
Yep.
Are they near me or just kind of off in the distance like a giant grotto?
So the flowers are kind of dotting the ceiling, the walls, the bottom. They seem to be something that actually is able to grow underwater, and they're just kind of like swaying a little bit with the movement of the water as a little bit is flowing in and out from where you are, and then you're. Sorry.
I'm gonna say, do they look sentient? Are they evil flowers? They're gonna grab me.
Make a nature check.
I wish Leith was here. Nature, it's an 11.
11? They're flowers. They're definitely flowers. They don't appear to be like moving towards you or coming off of the rocks or anything.
I'm very suspicious that these come from flowers. So, like anything else I can make out in this cavern, it just goes on more into a general
It continues
direction.
to go on, and then you start to notice it snakes a little bit towards the left, and then the path starts to narrow a little bit before it drops out of view. So it does seem to continue on, but you would imagine it's a pretty far swim. For you, not a difficult thing, but for the others, it might be something where their ability to swim would be tested.
Can I go up to one of the flowers and I'm gonna be very gingerly about this, getting closer to these colored flowers and trying to see if there's like any movement around or like reacting at all, like real slow.
So you just kind of like very slowly go up to one of the edge of the flowers and just kind of like reach out. Do you touch it?
I don't know. Not with my hands.
Not with
I
your
want to see
hand.
if there's like, I want to see if there's any way I can like kind of grab it with, let's see what tools I got. Because I have my, I believe.
Got some snipper clips.
Yeah, because I have my my tools, my carpentry tools.
Yeah, so you'd be able to pull out a set of those. There'd be essentially like a set of vice grips.
Just picture you went diving with like a tool.
Dice set, hammer, rope.
I'd say in your carpenter's tools, you'd have a set of like tongs.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of just up to the DM's imagination.
Yeah, so like if I have some sort of tongs or some sort of anything that I can kind of take this flower with, not with my hands, and kind of grab it,
Yep.
and then make my way back towards the party with it.
All right. So you've got a choice of yellow, red, and orange. Which ones do you want to take?
Oh boy. Red, orange, yellow. Let's go with yellow.
Go with yellow? Okay. So you kind of go up with a set of tongs and reach forward towards the yellow blossom, and it fits around the edge of the blossom, and you start to just pull back a little bit. And as you do, the red flower just kind of rotates a little bit, and a series of vines come out. That is a 5 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so you are easily able to come back as the vines move very slowly through the water at you. You just kind of look at them and just go, and just flip them away. They don't seem to do anything, but they seem to be trying to wrap around your hand in some way. But you are able to pull the yellow flower off without issue.
Okay, I'm going to swim back down towards the party.
All right, so it takes you a couple of minutes, and at this point, all of you are kind of starting to wonder what exactly happened to Les. Rick saw him dive under into an area and then just kind of vanish from sight, and he's been gone for a good probably 2 minutes by this point. And eventually coming back, you see him holding a set of tongs with this very kind of waterlogged yellow flower.
You guys! I found a cool cave, and I found a cool entranceway deep under the water, and it opens up to this big grotto, and then there were all these multicolored flowers, and then I tried to take this one, and then one tried to grab me with the vines, but it was really slow, so I smacked it away. But Leith, do you know what this is? I couldn't make it out. I'm not really not much of a botanist, but I don't know if you, Leith, if one of you knows what this flower is, or where it comes from, or what it does.
I'm going to turn to the party and say, I knew we shouldn't have sprayed acid into that water. This was a mistake from the start.
Sure, Les, you saw whatever you saw.
LSD&D.
Yeah.
Nice.
That might be fun.
Yeah, Les, if you don't mind, I'll take the flower.
Be cautious. There was like a red one and an orange one. When I picked this one, the red one like creepily tried to grab me. I don't know if it does anything. Be careful.
Doherty, does it look familiar to any other kind of like cave flora that I've seen before.
You can both make a nature check for me, please.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself if that's okay.
By all means, yeah.
I wandered around too much.
My nature actually sucks, but it's not too bad. 18.
18?
Okay, mine at 8.
8. Leaf, you look at it and it's kind of pretty. It's waterlogged. It'd probably be prettier if it was dried out and shoved in a book somewhere.
That's fair.
But yeah, beyond that, it looks kind of similar to a lot of flowers. Elith, you've seen this before. This is commonly referred to as a tri-flower frond, and with him describing the 3 different colors of the flowers, matches that entirely. So what this flower is, it's something that exists both on land and underwater, and it has different blossom types, and the different blossom types actually do different things. And instinctively, you see the yellow blossom. Take a look at it and kind of take the tongs away from Les, realize what this thing is, and throw it away as quickly as you can.
Oh, no!
And as you do that, the blossom itself, having been picked up kind of a little bit on the soggy side, a little bit wilted, you start to recognize it as it's starting to kind of come back up a little bit, and you instinctively throw it away, and as it spins through the air, you just see it kind of and then a bit of green liquid comes out of it as you spin it off into the distance, and you know that this is some kind of a corrosive sap that the flower emanates when it's on land, less so underwater because it can't really emanate it anywhere. But you do know that this has several features to it, that each of the different fronds all do something, and they're all relatively dangerous.
Do I know what the other ones do?
The red one describing that it reaches out towards somebody, you know that is a grasping effect. Essentially what it tries to do is grab small creatures and pull them in towards the plant where it can eventually digest them as a carnivorous plant. The orange... Sorry?
Did feed me, Seymour?
Pretty much. And then the orange one is something that the plant uses to keep prey around, where the red blossom kind of locks it in and slowly starts to digest it. The yellow blossom actually deals damage to creatures. The orange blossom, again, while it's on land, releases a puff of spores into the air that are usually something that poisons creatures. So you would know that, given this is an underwater one, probably only the red blossoms are really dangerous while you're underwater, but it is something that you could theoretically be grabbed by and end up taking some poison damage from the creature.
Or like be stuck underneath and drown even.
Correct. So yeah, and this is one of the other things, is that they tend to inhabit kind of narrow cavern passages for creatures that would try and swim through. The vines will slowly reach out and grab something and prevent it from being able to swim, losing its air, and therefore eventually being digested by the flowers.
Oh, you saw 3 of these coins, the 3 different colors?
Yeah, 3 colors, they were all about.
I think you should steer clear of those. They're pretty dangerous. And then I just sort of explained.
There was a cavern that seemed to go on for quite some time. I mean,
if we try to go through past these things, we should probably try and burn them up or get rid of them before we pass by.
Do we have any way to breathe underwater? I'm not the best swimmer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't know how long you guys can hold your breath under. I don't need to breathe underwater, obviously. So we could just I could go down there for a while and explore it. If it leads to anything cool, I could bring back the cool thing. Or
yeah, but it's
a dead end, then it's a dead end.
But even if you get unlucky with these flowers, then you're stuck down there and we can't help you, or you're poisoned potentially.
I'll say, Elith, with that higher roll for the nature-based check, normally these are things that feast on smaller animals. It's theoretically possible for a creature like Les to be affected by them permanently, but normally you'd be looking at, younger kids that would wander a little bit too far off the path and just be wrapped up in these for a little while until they could break themselves free.
All right. Then I'll just say, you just have to maybe try and smack these things out of the way or chop them up with your spear before you pass by them, but you'd probably be okay.
Easy. I mean, if this leads to anything, any, I don't know what, if it leads down a different pathway, or if...
I'm nervous about you going so far away from the group alone, though.
Could Hope or I give him one of our sending stones as well? So if you run into any trouble, you could...
Right. how many feet do you think you were away from us?
At the end of that cavern, I judged that I was. Jordy, how far away was that?
You would estimate you were probably 300 feet, 350 feet. It was a pretty good distance. One thing I'll say as well, all of you, while you may be at different strengths in terms of swimming, your ability to hold your breath underwater is one thing that you all have. You can hold your breath underwater for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your constitution modifier.
Well, I'm going to stay on land.
Me too, Doc.
So, Les, you know with your ability to swim, to get to where that bend is, it would have taken you about 30 seconds, 35 seconds. The rest of them could probably do it in about a minute to where that bend is.
Okay, and sorry, is there any air pockets in those, or it's completely submerged?
It's completely submerged.
I could do this. I could go scout ahead, like Alora does. I've been watching her, taking notes. Be very sneaky and not get in anyone's purview unless they're a rock. But I think I can go down there very quickly, try to get as far as I can. The moment I see anything fishy, I will turn back and not engage. And risk anything.
Les, I can hold my breath for a little while. I might be able to join you on this journey, so then at least you're not alone.
Doc, I don't know if you're able to cast polymorph on someone into like some sort of amphibian thing like an alligator.
I could do that. That could be fun for someone.
Oh, Hope, you could be a shark and I could ride you.
I mean,
sure, Les. I would happily carry you on my back anytime, anywhere, if you needed it.
Oh my.
I mean, ideally, maybe this creature can also go on land, so they're not like stuck completely underwater. Maybe there will be some sort of land element. I don't know.
I could make someone a cute little froggy. Would that be
Doc?
nice? Yes.
Doc, I don't know if we've asked this before, but can Rick take any other forms? Is he able to take a form where he breathes underwater in some way?
He's
Jordy, hello, help me.
For polymorph?
On Rick. Can Rick change anything else?
Oh,
Rick can change forms, right?
Yeah, so your Find Familiar spell does allow you to change the form of Rick. You could change him into an octopus or a small little beast that's able to breathe water if you wanted to.
little froggy.
He would lose
Rick
some of the things that
on a
make
side
him
adventure.
Rick. He wouldn't be able to turn invisible. He couldn't fly or anything, but you could temporarily make him into a little aquatic creature.
Into a cute little floggy.
Yeah.
That could be
Can we
fun
do
for me.
Banjo-Kazooie rules where he's still got the Hawaiian shirt on?
Absolutely.
Can you
Perfect.
turn into a dolphin?
What do you take me for? Yeah, you know what? That could be fun. Hey, Rick, you want to be a frog? That could be fun for you. A new experience. I'm going to take your silence as a yes, buddy.
I think he's frozen.
Oh,
He's frozen. Oh, did we lose
sorry, what
Shorty?
was
There
that?
he is.
We lost you for a
I
second.
was asking Rick if he wanted to be a cute little floggy.
He just kind of...
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I
That's
drop
weird,
her
I
a
love
whiskey in
that.
it for you, buddy.
So
Yeah, I'm going to make Rick's going to be a frog. That's going to be fun for him.
All right, so
We're
it's
sending
Find Familiar.
Les, Hope, and Rick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can also see through Rick's eyes if necessary.
Yes. Yeah,
So
I
I'm
feel
just
a
double
lot
checking.
more
You might want
comfortable.
to wait, Jody. Her Hope's heavy plate armor, is that going to make them like sink at all, or is that not a factor?
They could walk.
Just run there.
Oh, you're like Pirates of the Caribbean. This shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
double
Hope, that
checking
would be
here.
so epic.
Someone grab a canoe.
Man, good thing that boat just went down with the that boat patch just went down with Castle Ravenloft.
Oh yeah.
Right?
So it does take a bit of time though. This is the only thing I'm just double checking for Find Familiar.
It's 10 minutes, right?
It's 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Oh.
What?
Yeah. Find familiar is 1 hour. While your familiar is in, blah, 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 blah. You can't have more than one familiar at a time. Blah, blah,
Can
blah.
he not just, like, polymorph into smaller shapes, though? Because
Nope.
most of them can.
No, you gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes on an animal form you choose. Bat, crab, cat, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, rat, raven, seahorse, spider, or weasel. Appearing in an unoccupied space within range. Has the stats of that. Acts independently, can't attack, can take other actions as normal, blah, blah, blah. You can dismiss it forever. If you cast the spell while you always have a familiar, you instead choose it to adopt a new form. Choose one of the new forms above. Yeah, so it would take an hour to be able to transmute him into a different creature.
Okay. Well, that seems like a long time.
Like, if we got 2 people, we'll have the sending stone.
That's true. We're fine with that.
Yeah, I say we go for it.
I think that's a smart idea.
Will we have any trouble communicating underwater with the sending stones?
I think it's just mentally,
The other
isn't it?
creature, yes. Oh, sorry.
And the
Sorry. With the
sending
sending stones, no. I was talking about the creatures that communicating to each other underwater.
Okay.
Hey, Hope, do you want me to polymorph you into something that swims a little better?
I feel like pretty confident on this, to be honest, but I appreciate the offer, Doc.
You could be a shark. Sharks are fun.
Given the area that Les described, a shark probably wouldn't fit.
You could be a piranha.
So,
Oh my god, I
Hope,
want
are we
piranha
hoping
with
that we will find an area with air and you'll be able to then come back? Or are you going to go as far as you think with knowing how far you can come back?
Yeah, because if this path gets pretty long and you're only able to go a certain amount, because I don't want you to drown under this thing, that would be pretty bad on my conscience.
Yeah, I understand that would be pretty bad for you, Les.
Yeah, I think it would also be bad for Hope.
Well, there's that too. Yes, of course. Yes.
I think I'd be really conscious of the time and where the last air pocket was to know that I have enough time to go back there if need be. But potentially, Les, if you're comfortable considering how amazing you are in water, of going a bit further ahead than me. So like if, for instance, you can see that instead of turning back, I can go forward to get to air, that would work.
Again, been studying Allura. I know all the tricks. The 2 steps forward, 1 step back, tippy toes.
What sort of water tricks are there, Les?
Water tricks?
You know the water tricks? Yeah,
I know
you said
all
you know all the water tricks.
Yes. Back dive, half gainer, 360. There's the one where you just like get into a cat like a ball position, you make yourself go backwards. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh, that's pretty. Pulled a sick ollie underwater.
That's right. Yeah.
Just,
Maneuvers. That's
Just
what they're
be
called.
be safe, and maybe it won't be anything, but let's check it out.
Could be fine.
All right. So it's going to be Les and Hope under the water. Is anybody going up to the edge to see them off?
Yeah, I'll go up to the edge.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
I
definitely
think
be.
all will.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's enough room as well for all of you to make your way out to that little island spit that's there. And as you get there, Elith, you actually notice something with your passive, and Doctor, you start to notice it as well. One of the things as they dive below the water and the water kind of becomes still overhead as they go underneath that area, you kind of look at the caves on the wall and start to realize where that bottom edge is, and then kind of look at it a little bit further. And you both kind of focus in on the same thing, and you both kind of look at each other. Allura and Leaf, what languages do you speak?
I speak Elvish, Giant, Halfling, and Common.
Okay. Leaf, you notice it as well. Allura?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
All 4 of you, actually, as the water becomes still over the top of this again. Given the research that you had done before, one of the things that you notice here is not words, but a sigil that you recognize as being similar to one of the books that you had looked up as the sigil of Erlan, the Elvish society. that had previously taken up residence within the High Forest.
Well, this worked out well for us.
Yeah, so I found the book that had all the stuff about it.
You did. And you remember back to that, and I'll just remind all of you here that it was over 500 years ago, just a little bit over 500 years ago, that Erlan was razed to the ground and eventually became known as Hellgate Keep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But this
And this
sigil
is just
matches.
a sigil
It's
of that.
It's a sigil of the people, the Erlanian people.
Okay.
That is just carved into the rock, and it's only visible at certain angles. You kind of have to dip your head really low to the water to be able to really notice it.
Erlan.
Is it above the water or below the water?
Below the water. It's right above where the entrance that Hope and Les had just gone underneath.
All right.
Would we know, Alith, you shared that flower knowledge with us, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Would we know of those flowers being cultivated by any elvish societies for protection or for agriculture or anything like that?
That might be out of my scope. I'm not much of a historian. I think I was only familiar with it really because it's sort of a cave, an underwater flower.
Okay.
I don't know. It probably doesn't have a specific place in Drow society, I'm guessing, Jordy.
Not a
It's
Drow
just
society. It's just something that you're aware of because when you would take the hunting expeditions, it was something that you always had to be aware to avoid as best you could.
Yeah.
Can we either just retcon a quick thing before they dove in? Would it be able, Hope, would you be able to send a message once you get to the other side?
With the sending.
Yeah, if that's, if it's something that would, if it's a swim that would be possible by the group.
Yeah.
Maybe we can come join you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be away from yous for too long. It feels a little unsafe, but Les and I are very strong.
All right. So Les diving underneath, and Hope holding your breath and diving under the water. How many minutes can you hold your breath for? So 1 plus your con mod.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. So Les, you diving underneath and leading the way, pushing forward through the path, and it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. Hope with the size of the armor that you're wearing, you just kind of wriggle through a little bit, and you feel the scraping of some of the armor against the stone, but eventually come out into the larger chamber on the other side.
Stay away from the flowers!
And
Where?
you know that while you're underwater, specifically Hope, that talking diminishes your air supply. Every time you try to say something, you lose a minute of air. And typically speaking, anytime you lose air, whether that's from taking damage or from trying to cast a spell, you typically lose another minute of air. So it's something that would be a little bit on the tight side, but with Les saying that it's only a minute to get to where this area is, you feel pretty confident about it. And by the time you scrape your way through and eventually come out into the open area, you're swimming without much real issue. A little encumbered, Les obviously much faster than you are, is able to get to that edge where the path curves to the left, and then eventually you are able to catch up to him about a minute or so into the journey. You feel pretty confident. You've got about 2 minutes of air left, nothing really affecting you quite yet. But those flowers are starting to get a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter, and it's starting to get more and more narrow as you start to wind through these very narrow passageways up and down and to each side, kind of doubling back and diving deeper into the water. This is going to be Les. What's your AC?
18.
18. You manage to quite easily duck and dive and dodge away from these vines that are floating through the water very slowly towards
Stay
you.
away from the flowers!
Hope, what's your AC? Without your
18
shield?
as well.
Okay, 18 as well?
Yeah, without the shield.
Okay. One of those does impact not on a natural 20, but on a 20. As you are kind of swimming through and just kind of like looking to make sure that you're not being touched by anything, you look back to the one side and one of them has reached out and grabbed onto one of your arms and just pulls you a little bit closer to the water, and you feel a sharp sting of poison as it enters into your bloodstream. You do take
Oh no.
It's a very small amount of damage, but it is a little bit.
Ouch, though.
You take 2 points of poison damage. But you are considered grappled by the creature at the moment, and it's pulled you against the edge of the wall. And as you start to tug away a little bit, you feel another whoosh wave of poison, and you do lose a minute of air from this. You take you take another 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
But with that kind of like focusing on this is the creature I need to get away from, you easily just grab the vines and rip them off of you, and you still feel pretty okay. You've still got a minute of air left, but it's starting to get a little bit more you've got about 30 seconds of air left. It's starting to kind of open up a little bit more unless you're starting to see a little bit of actual light in the distance.
Come on, help!
Alrighty, so pushing your way forward past those encounters with the flowers, you eventually come out into a very large open basin chamber. And you're poking your head up above the water, and you see there's little, not actual sunlight, just kind of false floating lights in the air. They almost look like tiny little candle lights just circling in the air. And stepping out of the water, you see small bits of stone litter the ground, and you see a very narrow, unlit passageway ahead. Beside it, an intricate motif of some kind. Neither of you speak Elven, or right?
No.
No.
So you see some kind of a motif, and it's depicting a long journey of 7 cloaked riders.
This looks like an elite thing.
Does.
So you would know
Do we
that
have sending stones?
you do have the sending
right?
stones. I will say that when you get to this area, Hope, with the amount of air that you lost, but the overall journey, you would estimate it would take you probably just under 2 minutes of being underwater in order to get there. If you didn't get affected by, or didn't get hit by one of these creatures.
Okay. And I will communicate that. So I'm assuming that Elif still had the other sending stone.
I think we haven't traded them around, so it's still you and me.
We did it. It would take about 2 minutes if you don't get attacked by flowers. I did, but I'm okay. Love views lots.
I did. I'm okay.
Hang on a second. I'll just relay to the rest of us who are standing out there what Hope just sent to me.
I think if Les meets us halfway and he can help anyone who might not make it by pulling them back.
I was going to say the same. I really want to go down there. I'm not the greatest swimmer, but I'm that's the symbol from that Elven city, and I'm just really intrigued. So, so I send back to Hope. Can Les meet us to help?
Elif, can I interrupt you super quickly because I have the thought?
Yeah.
Well, you still have some words.
Yeah.
Can you get Hope to describe the area that they and Les are in?
No. Sending stones is one message.
Yeah, it's one back and forth.
Yep.
Hey, Leaf, you want to cast sending?
Oh my god, no.
So Elif will let you
we
finish
should
this
just
off.
go. I think this is what we came here to do, so let's go.
Yeah, I want to go see it anyway.
Let's go.
And-
I have a dimension door, which is what I'm trying to get happening here.
Oh, I
so.
see.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
there's no way of you knowing where that is. Dimension Door wouldn't be able to get you there.
Yeah. Very well.
Okay, we'll finish Elise
So
thought. I have
Elif's
an idea.
thing.
Yeah,
so
you go
would
ahead.
you be able to send Les back to help?
Yeah, back to help. I can't remember I can't remember where my sentence was, but we're just gonna say that was the
We'll
10.
say you've got 10.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna say, there's a symbol of ancient Elven city. Boy, this cave. We're coming now.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. So knowing that it'll take about 2 minutes to get there. So less, the way that this would work is less because your swimming speed is so high, you can essentially forced movement to increase a character's swimming speed up to match what yours is. So it could end up, so they could complete, in your case, you would be able to complete the journey uninterrupted in about a minute. You would be able to assist.
I have rope too.
Yeah, and that's the way that you would help, is you would swim, and they would swim alongside you, and you would essentially bring them up to be what your speed is. Okay,
Sweet.
So it would allow you to make the journey uninterrupted in 1 minute, all the way swimming through underneath the water if you were all able to do so.
I mean, I think I might be able to do this, so yeah, I'll hop in and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Elite?
gonna say maybe we should be going one by one with a little bit of time. So if if more than one of us needs help, we're not sort of like a bunch of us like help us all, Les. And to Jordy, I don't know mechanics wise, knowing that those flowers are there, I was just gonna like swim with my scimitar in my hand, and so if one of them tried to like reach out for me, I could sort of swipe at it, but I'm not sure if that affects the swimming mechanics or if it's something I would be able to do underwater.
So it would affect the swimming mechanics because it would take longer, because you would be stopping to take the time to make the accurate swing. With less pulling you, you're essentially moving at 30 feet every 6 seconds. So he's pulling you pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm not going to really worry about it.
Okay.
Cool. I'll hop in first. I'm excited about this.
All right. So Leaf, you get tied up with a rope from Les.
Yeah.
All right. Allura's up second.
Yeah. Okay. Third,
and then Doc coming in. All right.
So I'm going to turn into an octopus and swim.
You can turn into an octopus and swim. All right. So, Leaf, you attaching the rope to yourself, Les, feeling like you're in your element now. You're helping everybody. You're guiding them through the water. This is what you were meant to do. And you start to pull Leaf through, easily able to get ripped through, and a little bit of scraping from your armor against that narrow cavern entrance, eventually coming out to the other side. And it is gorgeous. All these flowers on the sides, the stone walls, everything polished, almost smooth from the roots that had grown into the sides of the walls, and eventually come to that much narrower area. Les, you moving through.
Oh my god, is Les gonna get...
You are unaffected. You're moving at such a speed, and you know the way through that the creatures, you're essentially just batting them away at this point, the flowers.
It's like when your dog leads you on its leash, and you just go, huh?
Exactly. Leaf, you being the one who is holding the leash, what's your AC?
19.
19, yeah, with you kind of floating through as well, just making sure that you've got your hands out and like swatting away the little bits of vines that are kind of swimming out through the water. No real issues, and you find your way, move to the other side in a single minute.
Cool.
Les swimming back, again with no real issue, especially at your double speed. No encounters with the creatures. Picking up Allura to be the second one, so Allura, you affix yourself with the rope as well. All right.
Yeah.
Unless you start to leave.
No, I would have just tried swimming and then just asked for less for help if I struggled.
It'll take air if you ask for help underwater. That's the includer.
Because
we gotta speed this up. Your pride can't be a part of this.
Because he's trying to pull you at his speed, which is double of what your normal speed is.
Okay, whatever. Sure. I mean, Allura would have just tried swimming, and then like Les is there watching in case I.
Right, but it's a speed thing, Allura. If you go at your own speed, you may drown. I'm trying to speed this up so you don't drown.
I can hold my breath for 2 minutes, and you said it was 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's under 2 minutes to get there. So it's only if you really get affected by one of the creatures that things could get a little bit hairy.
Right,
yeah.
And Les is there to watch for that.
Yeah, so do you want Les in front of you or behind you?
Behind.
Behind, okay, because it is a narrow passage, so Les is going to be following up behind you to try and push you forward. Cool. So what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
16, okay. So you kind of pushing your way through. You get about a minute into where that curve in the rock is. Things start to get more and more narrow. You're kind of batting the vines out, not entirely sure what you're looking for. You feel one kind of tickle against the bottom of your foot, and Les just kind of smacks at it and is able to get it out of the way as you're able to continue forward. And you're able to make it, it's closing in on where your limit of oxygen is. You start to feel the little bit of tightness in your chest, but eventually you are able to surface without any issue. You did dodge the 2 attacks that came in against you. All right, so Les making your way back down again, double speed. What's your AC?
18.
18, yeah, 17. So you're able to dodge all of them coming back in, unable to be affected by them. Grabbing the third person, Achaidh, you are you just wanting to swim it, or do you want Les to affix the rope and pull you?
I want the help.
You want the help.
I'm only got my 2 minutes, so I'm kind of like, fuck it, let's do this. I want to get in there as fast as possible. I'm stoked about this elvish symbol.
All right, sounds good. So with Les pulling you forward, Les, that's going to be another 17 and a natural 20. Ha!
Oh.
Onto me.
Onto you. So this is going to be
Riposte.
6. Sure. Oh shit, that's a lot of damage. Wow. You take. Hang on.
The little flower things.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Wait,
During 10 minutes ago.
Oh shit. It's 1d4. Never mind. Les, you take 4 points of piercing damage. I thought it was 2d4. I was really excited. You take 4 points of piercing damage as one of the things wraps around you. It does slow your speed a little bit. You lose about 30 seconds of like realizing that you've been grappled, and then Achaidh kind of dragging it behind you. You have to get back up to speed again. But for you, it's not much of an issue, so you just take the damage. Achaidh.
Get off of me, fake flower.
What's your AC, Achaidh?
I don't still have Hope's spell benefiting my AC, right?
You don't.
Yes, 17.
17? Yeah, and 9. So yeah, so for you, you kind of lose a little bit of slack, and you start to realize, like, oh shit, I need to actually swim. And then you swim forward a little bit, and then eventually Les frees himself a little bit ahead, and eventually pulls you forward, and you come up on the other side, no worse for wear, and you see this small little dancing, almost looks like candlelight, just individual flames from a candle floating in the air.
Does it remind me of my little globes?
Not really, because your globes are things that you create the size of, and they're typically circular or spherical in some way. These are actual dancing firelight. Like, they actually look like somebody just cut the top of a wick off of a candle and just suspended it in midair, and it's just kind of floating a little bit.
Oh. Is it anything that any of us have ever seen similar effects before?
It's possible. We'll wait for the doctor to get there, and I'll let you guys see if you figure it out. So, Doc, did you say you wanted to actually turn yourself into an octopus, or do you want
Absolutely. With the little top hat, so I can doff it at less.
All right, sounds good. So you cast polymorph from yourself into a tiny little creature as an octopus. Given your size, you don't even come close enough to these creatures or the plants to be able to be attacked by them. So Les kind of leading the way, and you just following on a little bit behind him. No attacks end up coming through because you are such a.
Gonna look at him and be like, "I love the look. You look amazing."
And you just
can't understand you.
Floats through. I just do want to double check as well, just to make sure.
It's in 3 if I need to do a roll.
Hey, I can. Well, I guess basic ideas to creatures that breathe water. You can take quick damage, but it's just like you can only understand like you look good.
Doc, I'm gonna get you to make an intelligence check for me with a -4.
Yeah, just so I can do the thing.
No, to remember to turn back into a person.
Okay. What's the minus on?
-4.
Wait, is that?
Okay. What?
Wait, is that a thing?
Nope.
There
it goes.
Shit, I didn't.
Because you take over the intelligence of the creature.
That'll be fine, Jordy. That's a 15.
15.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you are able to get over to the other side, and you kind of pop up a little bit, and it takes you a good 20 seconds of realizing you're on the surface, and you kind of just pull yourself up onto the edge of the water, and then realize.
Right. I kneel down. It's so cute.
Person. And then you pop back to yourself, dropping the polymorph spell.
Perfect.
And so all of you 4 now being there and taking a look at this motif and look at the firelight that has been dancing through the air. None of you know what this is. This effect, it's kind of like just a permanent, like an everflame, but having it be that the flames themselves are actually dancing and floating in the air, this is definitely a spell of some kind, and probably something quite old.
These are old magics.
What you do also notice with all 4 of you there, and especially having the time to look at the elven motifs, you do figure out that while there are 7 riders, they're all wearing 7 cloaks. Each of them is wearing their own individual cloak, and on each cloak, Les and Hope look at it, and it just looks like random scratchings in the wall. You guys recognize this as the elven language. And you actually recognize that there are 7 very small groupings of words on their cloaks. And do you want me to send this to you, or do you want me to read it? It's very short words. It's up to you guys.
Read it.
Read it? Okay.
Dramatic effect.
So
Both these,
Yeah, I'm down for.
So here, I'm gonna switch you as well. I'm gonna put you onto the new map so you can see what you're looking like. So you're gonna look.
Are we just kind of?
Yeah, I think we're probably.
Time-wise,
Yeah, this will be the last thing that we do.
Okay, yeah, because I can see us all fading.
Yeah. No, this will just be the last thing. It's a perfect little ending point.
Yoo-hoo.
All right.
As we're all sitting here, can I kind of nudge over to the doc and be like, "Hey, Doc,
Yes.
you don't recognize any of this type of magic before?" With all the floating candlelights and everything.
Jordy, do I?
Nope.
Okay. No, I don't.
Cool talk.
Cool
Right.
talk. Good talk, Les.
Good talk. Yeah.
So the
yeah.
motifs are kind of here, right on the edge, just that 10-foot area that's right there. And oops. Let's go ahead and put that on the map so people on the stream can see it. That's good enough.
Can someone screenshot this map and send it to me later so I can have a look at it?
Yeah, it's not much. It's essentially just that you're coming
It's
out
just
of a
water
large
and
pool,
like a shore.
and then you're all stepping onto the shore. But so for the 7 riders, the 7 cloaks, in order from first to last, you see the word touched. The second cloak says hold what? Third one says the path. Fourth says without being. Fifth says is held. Sixth says one must. And 7 says to follow. T-O.
Okay.
And these are on the cloaks. Is it like a moat?
It's a motif of the 7 riders, and it's kind of depicting a long journey that they're following. And you see that on this journey, it seems to be a trail that they're riding on and leading towards a long forest off in the distance. And the cloaks, each of the cloak has one of the different sets of words.
Phrases. Okay. Does it look like you can like move the cloaks or move the riders or like shift anything? Can I like really investigate the...
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Sorry, that was off my thing. That's shitty. 14.
14. It's carved into the rock. You try and like go up and touch it. You can easily touch it. There's no issues at all with that. You check for traps and it doesn't appear to be trapped, but none of it appears to move. It is very much carved into the rock itself.
And Jordy, the inscription of 7 riders with 7 cloaks, is that anything that would ring any sort of bells, being like an elven thing?
Not particularly, no. Motifs are fairly common, depicting large battles, long journeys that were taken, rescue attempts, royalty, things like that. But specifically of 7 riders, no. 7 cloaks, no, not really.
Is there anything else in the image at all that's not just the 7 riders? Like any indication of like, for example, like the background or the like landscape that they're on, anything above them, any kind of sky, make
an investigation check.
Can I cast guidance on Achaidh, just seeing her sort of review this?
You certainly can.
Yeah. Thank you, friend.
No problem.
I've got a kind of a cool idea. Fuck. My cool idea didn't translate to my dice.
Sounds like my battle I just had.
14.
14. There is a depiction of a sun that's a little smaller than usual. Longer shadows on the creatures, or on the riders, I should say.
What does it do for riders? Sorry.
there's a sun that's depicted in there, but it's a little bit smaller than what you might expect it to be. The shadows on the riders are long. Beyond that, nothing really stands out.
I got an idea, you guys. I think this is maybe like... Actually, I have one more question, Jordy. Is there... knowing kind of like, I know drow are different obviously than high elves, but like kind of just knowing elvish culture and sort of signposts, does this remind me of like any kind of like mosaics or signs that are left to other people to sort of lead them to a location kind of like out in the wilderness?
Usually no. Usually motifs are left as depictions of memories of important past events, not of individual markers, place stones to lead individuals to something.
All right. Okay, so like clearly we've got to rearrange these letters. They mean something. I think maybe like it could be some kind of guide for how to get to the city, perhaps. Like maybe the sun, it looks kind of like they're trying to say to go later in the day, but when the sun is still in the sky. Like if you rearrange it, the best thing I can think of is maybe what one must follow to the path without being touched. So when the shadows are long, maybe you don't touch them, something like that. I'm not sure. We can brainstorm it a little more, but...
Yeah. It might also be saying a time, like if this water level changes based on the time of day,
I'm not sure if it would change based on the time of day because it's sort of run off from a glacier, but it might change based on the time of year. Like it's sort of not tidal, but it might change depending on melt.
I think this might be something for us to really think about for a little while.
Like a whole week, you might say.
Potentially 2 weeks.
2 might be nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be where we leave things for this evening, with that new conundrum posed and another new potential piece of a puzzle of some kind unlocked with the sigil of Erlan revealed to you.
We're about to come back in 2 weeks with like the Pepe Silva, like all the things being pinned together.
There's only so many orientations that the words can go, so I'm excited
I like
to
how
see
we
what you
thought
come
we were going to go like right outside the other side of the mountain, and now we're like, oh crap, we took a wrong turn, and now we're like on the other edge of the Sword Coast.
I think we took a right turn.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm down for this. I'm down for this.
I'm going to come back with like that Charlie Day meme of like all of the pictures on the wall with the things like, this is what it means, you guys.
It's just a single red line.
My water carrier is just meant to cool crazy path.
I wonder if we have to say it. Like say the correct poem or whatever.
Well,
speak friend and enter style.
Yeah, 100%.
Please give me more credit than that.
We've got 2 weeks. I'm gonna just try and brute force this one.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks you guys so much. I'm glad you guys were able to make it on today. I'm glad we got back to this because this is awesome. And I'm fucking so excited that I get to use all this stuff with my updated maps that I've been using, because I had all these done in like really shitty, crude versions, and I'm like, ooh, new features, and I updated all the maps accordingly so they look awesome.
That battle was fun too. Really annoying, but fun.
The battle was something where it was just designed to be an irritating encounter with some fucking annoying enemies.
I got money out of it. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, you got a little bit
All
of
right,
coin.
fellas.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you guys sticking around, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.